Hello and welcome,
Hello? Here we are.
Yes, everything is working today. Yes, I am not spilling anything, and yeah, okay, good. Welcome everyone to Go Jam. It has been. I feel like it has been a while, but it has been.
For some reason, yes, it feels longer than usual.
Yeah.
Is it really?
No,
just over a month.
Just month. Yeah. Somehow, probably because I was at my parents' place and stuff like that, so a lot has happened.
You had that break, but how about me? Because I feel it's been long too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
Time is relative and weird and mysterious. How is everyone? Hello, Dave and Torp.
Seems like chat is a little bit quiet at this time of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, still a little bit. Still a little bit quiet here, but yeah, I'm sure people will find it. Jeff, did you put to Facebook? Just
yeah, sure.
Just confirming.
Advertisement, yeah.
Yeah.
NGD is also done. Oh well.
Yeah,
they will come in.
Yeah, they will come. Yeah, it has been hot past few days and still going to be hot. It's like 30 degrees here. It's not normal to have this kind of temperatures in Finland all the time.
Wait, past 30?
Yeah, at least if you see the forecast, it says 30, but at the moment it's probably more like 25 or 6 or something. But the problem is that our houses is also not built for this kind of heat, because our houses is built for keeping the heat inside during the cold winter. So it's very hard to get the heat out. So when summer is hot,
just put the batteries on. It'll help.
Yeah. And the problem is that in my bathroom there is a battery. The radiator, and it is on max. And I've been complaining already, last summer. I already complained about that.
Because you yourself cannot change it, right? It's just connected to the system, right?
I could change it if they just come to change the thermostat, because that is broken. I cannot twist it. So it is set on max. It was very nice during winter when it was doing its job, but now it's like sauna in the bathroom. So it's not that nice.
Oh wow.
Why are you wearing clothes? Because Twitch requires. So right when the stream is over, my clothes are getting off. So yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, we cannot. That's against the TOS. So yeah, sadly cannot say sit here without.
So Jeff's place is also hot, huh? How do you manage?
Yeah, sure. But I have the fan on at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have just my window open here. It's a bit weird because here where I live in Japan, I don't think we had 30. Just 2 or 3 days so far altogether. But it's supposed to be way hotter here than there, right? Usually.
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
But also the global warming is affecting the north first, and then then the rest of the going gradually the southern. But what they say about average temperature should be set on 3 or +3 or whatever, that they cannot raise more than that because it's too dramatic for the environment. That has already been passed in the north. Because the north is of course suffering the most from this.
There goes my NGD review time, says Oscar. You can do it later.
Yeah. How's Jeff managing? Are you dying there every day?
My fan?
You're welcome.
Yeah. And drink water. What else? Yeah, I can't open the balcony door at the moment, so.
Because of the effect over there, it's keeping you a prisoner.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
But wait a second, you also have a window in your kitchen, right? Why don't you open that one?
I never opened it either. because it's easier for some visitor to come in from there.
But isn't there a big window and a small window next to it?
I never opened the big one. I have opened
the big one. Open the small one, because that one is supposed to have some kind of net to prevent insects from coming in.
Yeah, the problem is someone's body is still there. I dare not open it. Someone's body is there for 2 years already.
Just clean them. It's okay.
Someone's body is inside. Who did you kill? Mystery murder case.
Gotta be hidden.
In the corner of the kitchen.
I don't even have that net, and like I rarely get any visitors in my apartment. Like if I would live in still in Oulu, that would be totally different. There are so many more mosquitoes or stuff like that.
Mosquitoes just come in immediately.
Yeah. But here I can have like windows completely open even during the night, and like nothing comes in.
Really? But
yeah.
Also over there, you're basically in the middle of a forest, right?
Yeah. So that's weird. That is very weird. It's like North Finland has mosquitoes, and then like southern from Helsinki, like you go more, you have like bugs and stuff. But somehow this section, like around Helsinki area, in the southern Finland, there are like not that many. At least like in the city here.
I guess it helps that you're close to the sea, and the wind is actually pretty strong sometimes there.
Yeah, probably.
Also.
And still, this is like a city, so like there's relatively less places that they can grow. But like I have also like forests just next to me, so that's weird.
Yeah.
Weird thing.
Well, no complaining.
No complaining. Yeah, I can keep my windows open, but yeah. Gradually more people coming. How are you all? How is weather there? I heard that like in Germany it's 35 now at the moment, and like thunderstorms and stuff like that.
Sirocco was saying that where she lives in Phoenix, I don't know which state of America is that. Arizona. They've been having like 48 every day.
Right.
Celsius.
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit would be nice, but yeah, it's Celsius. So
yeah.
I mean that's like sauna, right?
Yeah, you can enter the sauna like.
You go outside and it's worse than the sauna because there's all the sun, which is giving you direct infrared.
Yeah. We had some cool weather here yesterday, so actually only 26 at the moment. Okay. Nice.
26 is nice. For me, 20 is perfect. Don't go any higher than 20.
25 is hell, and above that, like in Finnish, you say almost like hell. So yeah. So.
300k, huh? Wait, so that's like 27 Celsius.
Yeah, 300k.
Are you wearing pants? Let's not talk about that.
Maybe. Hello, distracted practice.
Like one of those video conferences where everybody has their nice dress shirt on. With no pants.
I actually was in that kind of like a meeting at work, and then I did the mistake of standing up and like like it was just with my boss, so like it wasn't that big of a deal.
Happens to better people as well.
Yeah.
What can you do? I'm talking from your bed, of course.
Yeah. Pretty sure they do wear hot pants. Yeah. Very hot ones. How is... Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, just ask. Jeff.
No, I was just going to ask the usual that did Jeff eat the usual again today?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, chicken.
Jeff's special.
Except I didn't completely finish. I just put it here to come over here, basically. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I ate a little bit different. Yeah, like probably many of you know, like how I have like or posted some pictures also to like NGD before, like, when I had the food box, and like I have been mentioning it a few times on stream also. I kind of like got a new kind of food box now. I got from like a cheap market franchise. Tokmanni has like a box that you can order like 50 euros about, and it has like a 1 month food, and it's prepared. You can just heat it, and it's done. You can just eat it. That would be perfect for Jeff actually, because it's like a basic food,
Actually,
not spicy. Not spicy, just heat it, and it's like one meal is like €1.70. It doesn't cost anything. It's like
50 euros per month is like.
Yeah, it's like free food.
Students will be happy to have it.
Yeah. That's only in Helsinki area in Finland at the moment. But yeah, I ordered that one, and the food is fine. Food is like school food, maybe a little bit more spices even like that than in school food, because school food is like no taste at all. But like for Jeff, it would be also good because Jeff doesn't eat spicy food anymore. So yeah, that I've been eating those. Those are great, especially now because like you want to go out a little bit during the summer. So like it's. Not so nice to like just stay inside cooking, like
spend 1 hour cooking, then
heating
spend
your
1 hour
apartment,
eating and cleaning up, right?
Yeah, and even the cooking is of course like releasing heat to your apartment, so like you don't want to do that
right.
too much. Stuff like that. Yeah, so like spending too much time on cooking inside and like stuff like that, it's not nice during the summer. So like I'm eating those kind of food at the moment. And honestly, €1.70 per meal, it's like it can be quite bad. You would still eat it if you get your stomach full, and it's not even bad. Like I don't complain. It's like a little bit better than school food. So
yeah, if it's 170, then as long as the taste is not negative, then I will go for it.
Yeah, because like, that's perfect for work. Yeah. Work lunch. Yeah. And
very much like Finnish man or dad with that kind of square pattern. I remember when Antti was a wee boy back on KGS 20 years ago, huh? Almost. Oh wow.
Wee boy?
Wee boy. I think I had my photo back then as well. Back when the internet was so that you might actually put your photo there and not feel scared about it.
Yeah.
Does the mustache growth relate to strength?
Mustache.
Like if you think in terms of Kill Bill, then of course you want to do that Pai Mei style, right? So that's definitely strong, yes. Like if you can do 1 meter like that. So I need to grow a little bit longer, huh? I'll try to work on that.
Yeah. Like those Chinese very long.
Yeah, exactly those.
Yeah.
Like or something, I don't know. Jeff, can you get one of those?
That's uncomfortable. I prefer not.
Yeah. Side whiskers.
But then you can grab it like this and just have it go somewhere. Jeff with a mustache. I never saw that actually.
Well, yeah, I normally shave often, kind of often. Yeah.
Yeah.
Dad shirts and mustache.
Absolute look of disgust by Jeff.
Yeah, I don't like mustache myself either. My previous girlfriend liked mustache, and I sometimes left them for her, but like, nope. now I'm free from mustache and long hair. God, my long hair was also like very long, like
Ah, that time.
Yeah. That wasn't nice. I don't like anything extra on my body. Usually my like clothes are even like very very like big because of that, and I don't like any like I don't like the idea of having tattoos or piercings or anything. I hate the feeling of like even clothes on myself. So like, yeah, any mustache or long hair, no.
So Coil Domain also started at the same time, huh? Nice. Could get stuck. That is kind of true, yes. Zero-kun is Coil Domain, huh? Okay, nice to see you. Does Mikko know him? I think he was still around when you started.
I'm not sure.
Like Zero-kun was one of the more active people in the KGS chat on, especially English game room back then. Wait. Also in the time before there was English chat room, like it also used to be just English room, I think. And then people started chatting too much, so they had to separate it. But the chat room never became big, I think.
Is there still English chat room and English game room?
I think there is still, but I don't know who is the chat room.
Yeah. I don't think I have even been in English chat room ever.
Yeah, most people don't. Maybe if I spent my time playing rather than talking, I could be 1P. Weren't you 2P at some point? By some April Fools or something? I seem to remember.
Oh yeah, there was one April Fools that everyone was like, what, 9dan or something?
That one also exists, yes. Yeah. But also KGS test server. I just remember seeing a screenshot of that. Zero-kun is secretly 2P.
What do you think about the April Fools? So that like I guess even KGS hasn't been doing those anymore. Like I don't know if it's the same trend than Google and others, but like because of 2020 they felt like they're not going to trick people because of like they have already bad things already in the world around them already. So they want to like they want to do it. So like that's kind of weird reason for me, because like to me like those have been already always just fun and like nothing about like being tricked or like Google April Fools have been like, for example, that on map you have like different skins, like it's like some 1 year it was like very
Google
old.
Usually just have big problems, I think.
And KGS ones have been like colors were a little bit different, or everyone was like 9B or
pink and white stones, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know about that. Like I like the April Fools myself, especially
okay, so
yeah.
Let me ask you this question then. What do you think of the Finnish ystävänpäivä or Valentine's Day?
That's a lot better.
In Finland, it's less romantic and more like think about your friends and try to remember them, right?
Yes, that's a lot better than American one. Yeah. Every Valentine's Day, I like I chat with like American friends or whatever to like tell them about Finnish Valentine's Day, because it's like a lot better. There are many people who don't like Valentine's Day because of like that romantic part.
But what do you think about the Finnish ystävänpäivä in itself, without comparing to anywhere else? Is it a good idea, bad idea?
Yeah, well, it's kind of still very like artificial that you have a day kind of like reminding you that go and say hello to some friends that you probably haven't said hello, or like say that you love your close friends or whatever. That's like someone telling you to do those things. That's a little bit artificial, but older I get, more I get to like enjoy the like any of those kind of like traditions or kind of like excuses for having some kind of like a social party or something like that.
Right. Like that's the kind of thing it is basically, right? I mean, the normal counter argument I hear to Ystävänpäivä is more like, why do you need a special day to remember your friends when you could be remembering them every day, all the time?
Yeah, because like older you get, right? More you notice that you are not going to have like time for like having those parties without like someone telling you that now let's have a party.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and it's also kind of nice to have a setting where everybody feels normal doing it, right? Like if it's October 20th and you go to a friend of yours and you have some kind of present for them and here I get you a present.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, yeah, so what do you want from me? Right?
Yeah. So yeah, everyone would probably love to have like some kind of like a very spontaneous let's get together kind of parties. Like I love that idea too, but like are you really going to do those and often, and do you have time to have everyone on the same line, that like everyone has that day free or whatever is like a completely different. But like when it's on the calendar like globally, it's kind of like easier to prepare that okay, we will have something on like Valentine's Day or Halloween or whatever. So like
right.
I like those kind of like set days for that reason. At least the older I get.
So I guess with that framework, the April Fools would also be a kind of. I do think it's a nice idea, I guess, because at least if everybody remembers it's April the 1st, then you can expect that some goofy stuff is also happening, right?
Yeah, and it's a set date for having those kind of like weird things also online, like that KGS has been doing or something like that. So like when they would do those, if they wouldn't have like April Fool's Day, like
yes, like from time to time, tricking people is fun as long as it doesn't hurt anybody, right?
Yeah.
That kind. I guess that's the idea.
Yeah.
So it doesn't seem to too much.
To blame to blame like Corona for that is to have not have them anymore is kind of weird, but yeah.
I'm being asked about my AI book. What have I been up to since the AI book? But I had one book after that also. I mean, the AI book is 2017 already, the one about AlphaGo, and the Endgame book is 2019. And my third book is this year, hopefully.
Yeah, this is kind of nice, nice segue to like the topic of today.
Extremely good timing, I must say here, because I had prepared some content relating to my third book here for this stream also. I was trying to find some way to connect the first talk there. Now it just makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. So third. Go ahead, Mikko.
Yeah. So today's topic, you can continue.
Yeah. So originally the idea for my third book was a whole different. Like it was going to be about influence in general, like how to quantify and measure and evaluate and judge influence. Yeah. And I was planning it for it to become a huge book, like 300-400 pages, A5 most likely. And I've got the idea pretty well set in, but I didn't actually get very quickly started about writing it. And now we're already halfway into the year.
Yeah.
And I have like 3-4 other book ideas as well. Mm-hmm. And just in the NGD Discord, there's plenty of talk about Tsumego all the time. And I just find myself often explaining how you're supposed to be solving Tsumego, especially difficult Tsumego when you don't know what you should be reading, how to do it systematically.
Yeah.
And then at some point I was explaining to 2 or 3 cases, I was explaining to students step by step how you're supposed to be reading forward from here. And at some point I was like, I should just write a book about this so that I can basically outsource the process.
Yeah.
So now I've been writing the Tsumego book. I have 40 pages in already. And most likely I'm trying to put the theory into like 50 or 60 pages, and so that the rest can be Tsumego and their solutions. Some new problems, but also some good classic problems.
Yeah.
And systematic solutions. Let me just check the chat. Positive scope grade. It's mega book. So I guess maybe the easiest order here is if we first have a look at the Tsumego and have everybody read a little bit, and then we try to go through them together. Like you can also first check. You can first try to solve the problems and try to see how you yourself try to solve the problem. In what kind of order do you consider your moves? What kind of moves do you consider? And when do you stop searching and try something different? When do you get the solution or just give up, for example? And then we can try to compare that with how I try to explain it inside the book, now that I have actually put something on the paper already. So maybe do we switch the...
Yeah, I already wrote Antti's Tsumego book.
Yeah, let's see the board.
But we need to see the board as well, yeah.
Right, yeah, sure. There.
Okay, so the board is empty here, and so I put 3 problems here. These are all, I think, fairly difficult. Like, most likely Q players will have a hard time with these. Maybe if you read it carefully enough, you will get the solution at some point, but they're not simple problems. But at the same time, I think if you show these to, like, Jeff will most likely get these fairly quickly. I'm thinking.
Upper right is a totally normal situation.
Oh yeah, totally normal. Like you see that shape all the time, right?
Yeah.
Jeff, what do you think about the level here?
About which one?
Well, all 3 problems altogether. How difficult do they look?
Annoying.
Annoying.
A direct reaction, they are annoying. Yeah, too many possibilities to consider.
That is true, yes. These have some possibilities, all of them.
Top right might be the relatively easiest one. Well, but there's also that possibility.
Annoying is the idea, huh?
Speaking of problems that don't seem like they are from the real game, what kind of like reactions you usually get to those kind of problems? Like, for example, if you are like presenting a problem like top right, do you get like some kind of like complaints that like, why should I do these kind of problems because they are not like from real games?
I see.
I don't complain on that. I just complain it's annoying.
This particular top right corner shape has a classic problem which is pretty close to it. Like in that classic problem, I think T15 is a move. I think Jeff also knows that one, but it's a slightly different shape, right?
Right. Yeah.
But like I've seen something similar to this before, so to me it seems like the shape at least feels familiar.
Right. Yeah.
And if I have that feeling, then it feels like I'm able to read it. Whereas if I hadn't done the similar kind of problem and I just saw this impossible shape, then I guess I would be feeling the same way. Like, why should I even know this?
Yeah. Because to me the problems of like Tsumegos are not like made for memorizing the exact situations. It's kind of like a system 1 versus system 2 thinking here, from the like Thinking Fast and Slow book. Like that you do these practices with your system 2 a lot to get better at them for your system 1, so you intuitively get better. Like your system 1 gets better at recognizing different kind of shapes and stuff like that. So it's not like you're specifically remembering with your system 2 the top right problem ever. It's just teaching your system 1 to be faster at recognizing different shapes and like getting stronger.
Yeah, to get familiarity with it.
Yeah. So that's why you do Tsumegos for me.
I had a very similar thought just recently when I was playing Taiko on my iPad. The Japanese Taiko game where you have to hit the inside of the drum or the outside of the drum in a rhythm with a song. Mm-hmm. Because I just figured at some point that when I was doing it, I wasn't even like there's a red circle if you're supposed to hit inside the drum, and there's a blue circle if you hit outside of it.
Yeah.
And at some point when I was doing a kind of difficult song, I started feeling like I wasn't even seeing the red and blue circles like very well. Like they were just a kind of mess in front of my eyes, but I was still getting the rhythm correctly. Like I knew what I was supposed to be hitting where and why.
Yeah.
Like it's very difficult to describe, but I knew what I was supposed to be doing, even though I wasn't. It didn't feel like I was following what the cues that I was supposed to be following.
Yeah.
And somehow that just felt like reading inside Go as well, or thinking Go. Like somehow your body just knows what to do.
Yeah.
Without thinking too much, too articulately about it. And I thought that's a little bit also what Tsumego is aiming for. This is basically what you said, but with a different different way of presenting it.
Yeah.
The muscle memory of your brain, kind of.
Yeah. And sometimes when you put to Tsumego rank that, like, for example, that problem is 4 done or whatever, some people might feel that they should know the problem in, like, for example, they say like 4 done and 30 seconds, and if you are not doing it in 30 seconds and you're 4 done, you are not a real 4 done because you're not not actually like solving it. So like that's kind of weird that they put the rank there, but yeah, you should always remember that it's only average, and like people have different strengths. Like some is stronger in some background. Yeah.
If you haven't seen the shape, how can you solve it quickly?
Yeah.
Especially if it's a complicated one. Huh?
Yeah. So like it's not about like how strong your system 2 is, like actively remembering some shapes like this, but it's just like making your system 1, the intuitive part of your brain, faster. So if you haven't seen some problem, of course you have to spend some time solving it, and like that way your system 1 will get better, and then you just it's nothing to be like sad about if you can't solve some problem fast enough.
Yeah.
Just do the hard work of system 2 first, and then later it will be easier.
Actually, just relating to that one, I was thinking if I should put some kind of a difficulty grade inside for the problems inside the book I'm writing. And when I started thinking about it, I thought of exactly the problem you mentioned here. Like a problem, if it's not familiar to you, it can be extremely difficult and slow to read out, right?
Yeah.
But if you know it follows from this corner shape over here, and you have already studied the shape completely, then you can just do it by viewing it, right?
Yeah.
So I was thinking that maybe there should be 2 different gradings to a problem. Like there could be a difficulty level for a brute force reading.
Yeah.
Like if you don't know it, how much effort does it take to read everything out properly?
Yeah.
And
that's
then
the
more like
system
a kind of like a familiarity level, basically. Like if you're strong enough, are you supposed to know this problem by heart already, or how strong should you be to know this by heart already?
Yeah. So how strong your system 1 should be on a certain level, or your system 1 usually is strong enough to like solve this in, let's say, 10 seconds.
That kind of a thing, yes. So I was thinking if I should try to create that kind of a grading system. I'm still thinking, but Might
Yeah,
be
and
interesting.
to me, the ranks are like a wrong way to put it. Like you put like, for example, this is for Fordan or whatever, because like everyone has like different strengths. So like your reading is not some Fordan's strength in reading is not the same as the other Fordan. So
yeah, I guess I would also do it a little bit. I mean, definitely not 1 down, 2 down, 3 down, 4 down,
yeah,
so on.
yeah,
More like
Star
20Q
Wars.
to 15Q, 15Q to 10Q, 10Q to 5Q, 5Q to 1Q.
Yeah, sure.
Low down, mid down, high down, that kind of thing, maybe.
Right, yeah.
It's probably useful to have these different hardness levels anyhow as distributors. First open for the trunks. It could be, yes. Like you can even use it to compare players of different regions in that case. And of course, I also need to define them by some area, right?
Yeah.
Like
It cannot be just like, yeah, this is hard problem, and then it's like hard for Q players. But like, yeah, of course, some kind of like area, like
standard.
area of strength.
But also continuing from this talk, basically, so the principal part of the book is that it is explaining how by system 2 you should be solving the problems if you just don't know it by heart, because that's the part that nobody actually knows very well. I mean, can you verbalize how you read?
Yeah.
Is Jeff all right?
Right, he looks like he's about
It's
to
about
cry.
Sorry. Ah.
Okay, well, maybe I can put one more problem here just to explain, kind of simply explain what I think reading is. Okay, so let's mark this problem A, and everybody here has solved it already, I think. But okay, so for example, Mikko, can you explain how you read this out? How do you solve the problem in the lower left corner? What did you do?
Well, the first thing is that like, I realized that there's limited space for ice there. So what is the most efficient way for me to like first squeeze the ice space? Because that's the way like I have learned to solve these things. That like the first thing is that limit the ice space and then hit the key point.
The key magic point, right?
Yeah. So there are like basically like then the second step, like I go into details how to actually do it, and there's like 2 ways of course in this problem to like do it. So like which one of them is more efficient, and then from there like see how the opponent will answer to that one, and then like what is my next plan after that. It goes like basically just like reading out sequences after that until it comes to like, well, like for example A3 and white answers to A2. That A3 is of course more efficient because of like if white doesn't answer, you can get the like squeeze out the ice space from the corner, which is more efficient than the side. Yeah. So if white answers, then you have still the other way to squeeze the ice space, and if white still answers, then you hit the key point in the middle, because you don't have the first step anymore, the like squeezing out the ice space. So that's kind of like the book example. Of course, not every problem goes like that you have to squeeze first and then hit, but that's the like first.
Okay, so there's one interesting point here. You basically, well, you kind of fell in the trap, but not really. I mean, it's not really a trap, but you fell in the trap that I had prepared here. How did you know it was black to play?
Because white to play seems more trivial thing to do. I mean, like
possibly, yes, and that's usually how it goes with the problems. Like you're supposed to be solving it for the player who it is more difficult for. Like for example, in the upper right corner, if white gets a play here, white can do anything like attach here and capture 2 stones. It's over, right?
Right. Yeah.
So usually you solve the problem for the one who it is harder for, right?
Yeah.
But it might be in the lower left corner that it's actually more difficult for white because you need to optimize the territory and the outside influence, and which is best for white to live.
But also that comes to another point, like that if the problem has like multiple solutions, it's usually not a problem in a sense. So well,
it's not a life-death problem. Yes.
So then for white this is a life endgame problem, and black is a life and death problem. So different genres.
That could be said. But so, so
basically every single one of them could be the same. Like the one killing is
for white also.
Yeah.
But just so basically, how I finally ended up writing it inside the book was that, like, if we have this kind of a position here, I mean, you could also use, for example, the proverb that there is death in the hane, that you're supposed to play hane from the outside and try to make the opponent's eye shape smaller, so that finally you can prevent them from sticking out two separate eyes, right? I mean, that's how many Tsunego books do about it. But I thought it's more easy if you think about it from the defender's point of view. Like, if this lower left corner was for white to play, I mean, white could live with this one, but would anybody play here?
Yeah.
I mean, this is just you could almost call it the first principle of the game. Your stones need to live, but they need to live with maximal territory for you to have a chance to win the game, right? So you want to make your territory or eye space as big as possible while also having two eyes, right?
Yeah.
And then it's just the opposite from there. So if we know that white wants to play e1, then it's supposedly a good move for black as well. So that should be among the first ideas that you consider, right?
Yeah.
And then we can basically turn this around for white. Well, of course, if black plays it, black can kill, but can white live even if he adds a move? And then we have the basic 3-point eye over here. This is just going to go at the start of the book for the basic eye shapes. So if this happens, a move here kills. And if this one, then you can just prevent the eye, right?
Yeah.
And in this case, black b1, is this correct?
Yeah. It can be considered as the correct one.
It can be considered as correct. But this one and e1, which one is better? I mean, usually life and death books don't really cover this one, or even endgame books don't really cover this one. But technically e1 is better, right?
Yeah.
We are talking about the possibility where white plays this one as a co-threat and black cannot answer it. So white gets to live with 2 points and a possible capture. Or white gets to live with 4 points and send the endgame at f1.
Yeah.
So if we really want to optimize it, we consider the co-threats it leaves. But that's pretty far out there, right? I mean, normally people don't think about it that way.
And possibly, like, what problems like E1 versus D1 for white would create? Like, if there would be like some weaknesses outside or whatever.
Yeah, that kind of things could exist as well. So then we had the other problem, like this one. And so if we instead start to think from white's point of view, then that also helps us figure out black's moves, I think. So if white plays, this is optimal for territory, 4.5 points. Or white could play this one, but in that case, when black plays this hane, you cannot block here, right? Because it's going to be a ko.
Right.
So in this case, white has to play in the corner, and now it's we say this is black. This is white's center finally. So it's 3 points.
Yeah.
So compared to earlier, white is 1.5 points worse. But it might be that white can, for example, make use of the A peep here later on.
Yeah.
So it could help some white group live on the left side. So influentially, we might say that this descent is also possible, right?
Yeah.
And then we can just basically name out that black can also consider A as A and B because they're good white moves. And
Victor said like directly white b6. I believe that was what Victor meant.
Nice one. True. That might be optimal, huh?
It might be optimal.
This is a funny one.
But in that case, let me see. So if white plays that one, then black's going to play this kind of a move, I guess.
So yeah, is that exchange good or not?
And it threatens the corner again. So then white plays this one, and it's a question of if white leave it in center or not.
Well, true, yeah.
Black question. Might also throw in. Oh, that's difficult.
Oh shit.
Yeah, okay. So maybe white just goes down and black ignores, and then it's a question of if this is good or not.
Yeah.
So also, what black should in that case exchange this one, then play the outside. Okay, this is beyond life and death at this point.
Yeah.
Beyond Life and Death. Oh, that's a nice name for a book.
Yeah, that is.
No, I think there might be a book named that already. No, it's Beyond Jeopardy.
Beyond Life and Death.
Yeah. Anyway, so basically, once we know that A and B are the main white moves, that should also give us the main black moves, and then we can read out if they actually work or not. And if we want to be really exhaustive about it, we can see that this white move lives too, right? It's just the worst possible move ever. But if we see that move lives, then also that should mean it's a move for black as well to consider. If you want to think of all the options, which you don't actually need to do, because you just need to find one way that kills, right?
Right.
Actually, this one kills.
Yeah, this one kills. Yeah.
It kills, but we can argue that this is worse than the other two, right?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
But I didn't even think about it.
Okay, that's some reader. Watcher here, no. Reader. Why is this one worse for black than the other ones?
Yeah. Good question for chat. Wake up. Oh, my camera is again like that.
Oh yeah.
Not Zoom.
Hello, I'm here. Okay. Yes. That's focusing.
Okay, back to normal.
Chat is quiet.
Yeah, chat. Why this is wrong? Tell us.
It is wrong because it would be my first choice, says Luna.
We can of course give you time if you're thinking.
For sake of the question is, why is black b1 worse than instead black a3 or e1? So let's mark them A or B. Why is b1 worse as a starting move than either of these two? No, it's not code.
Yeah, good question is like, why is b1 worse than A or B?
Oh, why is b1 worse than A? The options are A, B, and B1.
A, B, and B1. Well,
okay,
that's
so
basically
the answer.
Of course,
yeah, it's because Ben scores first. So white can go down here, and black's honey right now is no good because white will throw in, and it's co-fight in the corner, right?
Yeah.
We get the square for the co-fight here. So black has to prevent that co. Then white makes the eye bigger, and black plays here.
Yeah.
So we have the bent 4 in the corner shape, which is locally dead.
And in Japanese rules, it's just considered dead.
White can just squeeze.
Just alive? Looks live. Did you miss something?
The other one. So it wasn't even a ko, huh? Oh, right. That was the Oshitsubushi. I see.
Yeah.
Good one, actually. I think I missed this in the book as well. Even the quote would be terrible already, but that's even worse. Okay,
Yeah.
Good catch. Yeah, so anyway, so this is the bent 4 in the corner, and this is just under Japanese rules, this is dead as it stands. So if in Japanese rules we can say that this is dead, then why should this be worse than the other ones? And well, in practice, in this case, it's almost the same. But if we have something more like this,
Yeah.
so that the black group is actually not independently alive, then white's just going to keep on attacking from the outside. And at some point, black's going to be like, wait a second, I'm going to get captured first. Okay, so I need to remove the white stones in the corner. So white plays on the outside. At some point, black has to play here. White captures. Black has to throw in. Can white even throw in? So capture and connect. Black doesn't even have time for this because he just loses the capturing race. So in this case, black has to start the call by throwing in first.
Yeah.
And white gets to capture first. So if the surrounding black group is not independently alive, then the corner will finally be a call. Whereas if black is alive, let's just make it like this, cleaner, right? Now there's no way for white to force black to start the call.
Yeah.
So I'm a strong independent group. So theoretically, in this case, before black is forced to remove the white cornerstones from the board, black could remove all of white's code threats anywhere on the board. And then he could start it, and he would also get to capture first. So this one, here, here. And this time, black doesn't need to throw in. Black just plays here and kills. So white has to throw in, black capture first. But now white doesn't have a single code threat because black removed them already. Yeah, so that's just a bent 4. So the surrounding group has to be independently alive. That's the point. In this problem, it doesn't really matter, but technically. Yeah, so the bent 4 is in a sense less dead. It's less dead in the sense that it's not ice for the surrounding group. It's actually still attacking them.
Yeah.
So that's the difference. Okay, but let's go to the 3 problems maybe.
Sure. Yeah.
I'll just remove this A from here so it doesn't confuse. Jeff, did you solve them?
I guess so.
Maybe the top left one was the simplest finally.
Okay.
Okay, how did you do it?
Wedge. C18.
Can you do it with that order as well?
That's what I read.
You can do it with this order as well. What if I play here?
What? Oh, okay, crap. Oh, okay. Okay, this is something I missed. Okay.
I think you have the idea, but yeah, you missed this one. So
back to school.
I have to start from there myself and then wedge, huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I have to start from there. Okay. Oh, crap.
So if, for example, white connects here, black can jump here. So this is 6 stones on the second line. This is just dead.
Right.
So white tries to make it as big as possible. Black makes it smaller, and we see it becomes a 3.
Yeah.
And if you try this one, it might be actually that in the proper problem, maybe black should have a stone at the B13.
Yeah.
But well, even if he doesn't, black basically wedges here and crushes the corner.
Yep.
That's right.
And if c17.
Yeah, so that's
So,
basically among the last. Well, there's one more. So Jeff,
Yeah.
the next one is
connect. I mean, connect with that empty stuff. Oh, you mean if white block here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sorry.
and throw in, yes. And so white captures.
The attach.
Then again, we attach here. So if white plays here, this is a ko. This one is better, but black can still throw in, and it's not quite alive. It's a one move approach ko, I think we can call it. So basically, for white, it's easy to win, but even if it's black to play, black has to play this one first, and it's anyway a ko, right? So it's a ko where black has to pay one more move extra. One move approach ko. Okay, white really doesn't want to go there. White connects. How about now?
Honey. Left hand, yeah.
And of course, black's aiming for this one, so no, I don't want it.
And honey again.
Honey again, yes.
Yeah.
So if black connects here, then this and this and this happens. This would be alive, right? There's 1.5 eyes in the corner, half eye here, so that's 2 eyes. Prevent it. Okay, so that's a ko, obviously. White doesn't want it. White wants to be alive without ko. Now we connect.
Yeah.
Capture. Now we throw in. It looks like 1.5 eye and half eye again, but throw in. So white makes the eye and
surprise, motherfucker.
That's a surprise, all right. Takakautta kind of thing.
Tuletkin minä takakautta.
Yeah, so that's this problem.
Yeah.
I guess we could also try the normal way. Like, what if black simply attaches here without a throw-in? Like, why is the throw-in a key move? So what does white do here?
Well, if throw-in was the key move...
Black's throw-in was a good move, so white's correct move
it must be this one.
That's not
Logic.
quite how preventive reading works.
I just learned. Yeah.
Antti said this is the easiest one.
Any other
In
ideas?
a sense, we might say that this is easiest by the brute force reading, because this is mostly forward reading. There's not a huge amount of alternatives, but the sequence is long.
Yeah.
Right, so if this happens, white goes down. So, for example, if black makes the eye smaller from here, so we can even force this one, for example.
Yeah.
And black connects, and it's bent for not quite in the corner, so that's alive.
Quite not in the corner, yes.
Not quite in the corner, yes. Yes. So basically the key was that at this point, black would want to have this exchange, but he cannot get it anymore because white will just connect instead. And the only time you could get it was at this point. It's a bit of a classic Tsumego, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely know this shape by having seen it before, instead of reading it out, I guess. But like, for example, if we try to read this out, well, maybe let's go through the 2 other problems first and see how much we have time. They might be more comprehensive. Top right corner.
Yeah. Any ideas, chat?
Top right corner is the one I'm least certain about.
Because there's most open space, right?
There's too many possibilities. So.
But like, for example, let me try a stupid move. Like, okay, it's not stupid, but it fails quickly. If I try this one here, white to play.
If you dislike Tsumego, try Guan. I hate untimed puzzles, but love timed ones. Okay.
Okay, so there'll be a Guan link soon.
Yeah, you can link it. Oh wait, we have one way cheap probably here. Yeah, that.
Okay, so what is a white's move here in top right corner? It's a fairly easy one.
Yeah.
R14?
14.
Probably it also works actually.
R14, I need to read.
It works, but it's a bit hard.
Yeah, it works. Sure.
Yes, but you can just capture 2 black stones like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If black tries to escape, he dies more. So he has to sacrifice, but once he sacrifices, it's impossible to imagine there's 2 eyes here, right?
Yeah.
So because white has this kind of an attacking move, black's first move here has to somehow also combine these 2 stones into the whole shape.
Yeah.
And
well, white's good move.
This was a move in a different Sumego. In this case, again, we can attach here. Black plays Hane now, sorry, and we can make a false eye like this and just get out. So absolutely no space for 2 eyes.
It was just Atari and Atari. Not even false eye needed to that.
Ah, true.
Just Atari. But yeah,
So
well, White's first move was good there. So like, what if we do that?
Now, okay, so also in the book, when I'm explaining this, it's not only that the opponent's good move is your good move. I mean, often that's true, but that doesn't cover all the cases. So the other way is that, well, if that move is not good, like this one here, which most likely just fails directly, then the second idea is that you let the opponent play their move, and you imagine some combination of 2 moves that makes this work.
Yeah.
Good.
So basically, instead of playing black, white, black, you give white the first move, white, and then you play 2 moves in a row, black, black. And you try to find good moves, those 2 black moves in a row. So, of course, for this one, you can imagine this and this, right?
Yeah.
So now I think we have a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
So, since black A didn't work, most likely B or C is going to be the solution.
Yeah.
So let's try B first. That's great. And white to play again. So I guess from white's point of view, at least the first move is easy to play here, because white just wants to make black's eye space as small as possible.
Yeah.
So we peep from the outside, right? If we don't play this one, then black's quite happy to get this diagonal here.
Right.
And well, black might get some kind of center push, possibly, but let's just connect first, because there's no way that the black eye shape is going to be bigger than this. So now I think it's the next key point, white to play. And this might also be the main pitfall in this problem.
Yeah. There's only one move.
Yes. Because if you still go with the thinking that you first shrink the eye space from the outside and then take the key point, you're going to be surprised here as white, I think.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Well, this is a classic.
This is the cuckout again, yes. This one, and white resists. No, I'm not going to give you 2 eyes here, white thinks. And
Geta or something.
kind of Geta, I guess. So the white is not going to get captured no matter what. And that's going to be black's second eye. Just no time to connect it.
Yep.
No time to connect it. So I guess if you were a stronger player solving this problem, this is already a shape that you have kind of burned inside your head.
Yeah.
Me and Jeff know this basically just by seeing it. So we didn't really consider this for a long time. We can see that it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's already in your system 1.
Yeah. So then we know that since we cannot play from the outside, we need to take this one immediately.
Yeah.
And actually the problem is solved here, I think.
Yeah.
Like black can try to make it bigger, white will make it smaller.
Yeah.
Bigger. Okay, take the key point. And this time there's just no way to... I mean, black can capture a stone, but it won't bring an eye.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So that's basically already most of the rating we need to do here. Because we know that possibly we could also consider black D, I guess. So it's the kind of thinking that okay, so if white attacks here, maybe these 2 black moves would also be enough.
Right.
Yeah. So it might be the last move that we need to consider here. Okay, so let's do that first. White to attack. And this is also tricky to read because there's plenty of open space.
Not easy, actually. I saw this movie stupid.
Far in, black attaches. I don't think there is any way to kill this because the outside is going to be weak. And this way also, outside becomes an eye. So probably this is the easiest move to refute. Okay, if we want to go from the outside, then it's just 1 space jump, huh? That attaches. Maybe if we have a move here. Clamp it, I guess, yes. Like if you just try to make it smaller.
And a wedge? And a wedge. Yeah, that's probably easier. Yeah.
That's actually easier, yes. Okay, so we can just make it a 5 directly.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's just the...
Wait, so if Q14...
Can jump.
Q14
doesn't do much.
We can go here and...
On peep. Yeah. This one doesn't do much.
You want to do this one? Wait, this is also dead, huh?
Yeah, this is also dead.
Question
is, what if he jump? He may jump there, right? If you kill, he jump. That's
so
annoying.
It's possible to force a call, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this one would be a Seki shape if you try to go inside. So you go from the outside, but... Okay, so this is just dead.
Yeah, so he has to play the Ko.
I guess Ko is correct in that case. As far as I could see, the clamp directly is also Ko.
Yeah.
Anyway, this way. Unless we can argue that the T15 here is a key point and white should take it first. But that looks a bit too big. Yeah, it's a bit hard to try to make this into just 1 eye. And this is 2 eyes as well. Okay, so that move is out as well. And now I think we have the... Now I think we should know that the diagonal is the only move that can work.
And if that doesn't work, then nothing works.
That kind of thing, yeah. So just from the outside, even just blocking is enough, right?
Yeah, just block it, yeah.
So 6 shape, it's alive. And that kind of thing. This one, I think black can just block.
Just block, yeah.
Bend 4, not in the corner. So only choice is this one. Directly go for the eyes. So then here.
Yeah.
So if white tries anything on the outside again, black's going to attach here.
Yeah.
And this is Seki at the best. So since that's the key point, white has to play there to challenge, I guess. And then what? Now it gets interesting, I think.
Yeah.
I guess this is what Jeff was also what Jeff was also reading for the most time.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hithouse. I guess you're Finnish because of the name. Could be wrong also, but that would be very weird if you're not.
Like,
okay.
For
Nice to have you here.
example, if this happens, then white makes it smaller, right?
Yeah, it's very Owish name also. Yes.
No, I guess this is wrong already.
Is it wrong?
Because this is already black alive, right?
Yeah.
Like if this one, then here, and this cannot become a flower 6, so this is just alive.
Seki, yeah.
And if white forces this one first, then it's also Seki.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking white can do it differently here. But if white does...
all the way from the inside.
No? Can this order also work?
It's cancer.
This order can also work.
To me, it's fine. Yeah, to me, this one attaches same.
I see. Yeah, I guess you're right. So this one also works.
Oh, wait. So you'll go from inside, not this spot, the S16. S16 one, yeah.
S16?
And then wedge.
Yes.
But black can make the eye bigger, right?
No, he can take that spot, yeah, and then push. So it's not the same. Crap. Okay.
So this problem is tricky, yes.
So it has to be attachment. Okay.
It has to be attachment, is what I thought, yes.
Okay. I thought the same anyway.
So then white plays here, and now if we connect, it's better, right?
Yeah. We have one more damage.
White attachment doesn't exist yet. So if try this one. Now.
Yeah, this is good.
So finally we have Seki. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the final part of this rating at this point is a little bit tricky because you have so many different options you need to consider. But at least I hope that the main idea here, where that if you can identify the opponent's promising move, that is A, and if you then find that your move there doesn't work, then the next idea is to imagine that the opponent gets to play their move, and you get 2 moves against it, whichever works. Like if you find a nice combination, for example, A and B, then very likely one of those is the correct starting move. Or if a B C is a nice combination, then maybe that one of B and C. Yeah. Anyway, you can find the move candidates this way.
I would like to have like problems that are exactly like this, but it doesn't necessarily work. You have a lot to read, but in the end, the conclusion would be like black cannot live here.
Okay.
Because then it yeah, like a torture problems. But really, like in the real world, it doesn't always work. It doesn't always live. So like that would be more like the real game. Like you have these kind of stones here, and you have to figure out, can it live or not, or can I get some kind of like a like even something to use later or whatever. So
I would also make Godave's argument here that it's called games.
Sure, but like if you want to practice that kind of things, it's slower to have games and lead to fighting and like have these kind of situations than have kind of like a
grading training. I see.
Yeah. Because also I guess there could be an AI possibly for this one to create situations randomly, and you have to figure out if it can live or not. And AI could read the situation already like pre-hand, like what is the best you can get from there. So kind of like an AI to make like a creator. Just an idea, because like that way you would have like so many Tsumekos like just to do all the time, and like that would like.
Okay, so we should contact Sander about it. Maybe Sander can make some Katrain Tsumego.
Because the problem with like AI Tsumegos is of course like that the problem is not necessarily always that it lives or like stuff like that, because like it's harder to make those. But if it's really like the random situations, random board situations created by AI, then it could be like, an efficient way to train this kind of stuff.
At the same time, I would also defend regular Tsumego collections, because, for example, when I feel like doing Tsumego and I'm doing it for 2 hours and solving 100 problems or whatever, I kind of want it to be the kind of training that the shapes that I'm studying there are something that I don't mind having in my system 1, right?
True.
Like, I don't want to have shapes that don't work there.
Yeah.
And I have also found that when I am solving the Tsumegos, like for example on Guan, it's usually that like one problem in 20 or so usually has a wrong solution.
Yeah.
So of course, if the Tsumego there has the wrong solution, it's exactly as you mentioned, right? Like there's no solution to it. But when those problems are inside the collection, when I'm doing 100 problems in a row, at some point I will be like, the uploader of this problem made a mistake again. I don't think this problem has a solution. Oh crap, it did. It goes in my psyche, kind of like becomes a meta game of if the person who was uploading this time did it properly or not, and I'm trying to guess that.
Right.
I mean, you can argue that it's still good training that way, but I hate it personally.
Because I really much liked the like Italian Congress thing that like we were trying to like put holes to problems of Mateu's book, because that
one, yes,
in that training we didn't know if the problem is actually working or not. Because we were trying to really like poke holes like how that would break. So like we were like already assuming that the problem might be broken, so we have to figure out.
Okay. So let me just explain this for watchers, because the watchers don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So in the 2018 European Go Congress in Pisa, Mateus Surma, I think he was he 2 done already back then, or 1 done? Maybe 1 done.
I guess 2 done.
So anyway, Anyway, so he had published his Tsumego book collection. I think it was 6 or 7 books for players of different levels. And so he was advertising Tsumego books with something like, if you can find a mistake in a solution, I will give you 50 euros. 2P, 2 non-professional.
2P, professional, Mateus Surma.
Yes. So he was already trying to make a profit by producing books at that point.
Yeah.
And it was 2018, so I had already written my book in 2017, the AlphaGo book. So I had an idea how easy it is to miss something when you're publishing a book, like typesetting mistakes or whatever.
Yeah.
I think my book had like 50 or something.
Yeah.
So I was basically like, wait a second, so these books together cost like 80 euros. So if we find 2 Tsumego mistakes inside what is like 1,000 problems maybe, then we can already basically pay the books back. So I bought the books. I gather my friends. I'm like, here you have this book, here you have this book and this book. Now please solve everything and tell me if you find a incorrect solution. And then basically we just have our group of friends. We go to a restaurant. We are eating food over there, nice Italian pizza and whatever, pasta, good food. And we're all solving the Tsumego at the same time. Wait, isn't this wrong? No, it's correct because you can do that kind of thing. Try the next one. And I think we found 7 mistakes altogether. So finally, Mateus paid for like 2 or 3 dinners for us.
To this day, Mateus is broke.
He found the positive out of it. Finally, he wrote something like, we only had 8 mistakes in all of these books.
Nice.
I think he advertised like that later on.
Right.
But yeah, that is the kind of mentality that you should be having when doing Tsumego, because books also have mistakes.
Right.
Just the other day, somebody uploaded a problem from Lessons in the Fundamentals of Go. I mean, the really famous book, where there was a Tsumego by the author, I think. and the solution of that one was mistaken. So
yeah.
I mean, I even checked it with AI just to be double sure it was mistaken.
Yeah.
So it happens all the time.
And I do like the like those kind of Tsumeko books that have some kind of like a sections even like of ideas, like same theme, like problems, but they are still like hard to do, of course. But like, but it kind of like learns. I mean, it teaches you some kind of like thinking of certain shapes or whatever. So it's not like just random collection of like problems, but there's usually
like having some kind of theme is usually nice. I agree.
Yeah.
Particular kind of technique or.
So like yeah, if you compare to AI random problems, that would be, of course like lose there also, and but yeah, what you said about system 1, of course it would also teach to your system 1 what doesn't work and what works. So that kind of like a line, like then you would have like intuition, like okay, this looks like it doesn't work. I have intuition that it might not work, but like yeah, of course you still would have to like use your system 2 and figure out if it works. But like
there is one dangerous point, which is that I think it's been shown in psychology that the learning, I mean, how the human mind works is at first it takes the fact and it takes it for granted as true.
Yeah.
And then you separately need to flag that information as false, and you need to do it actively. I think they tested it somehow, like they had 2 different groups of people trying to read information that was clearly false. But at the same time, one group of the solvers was they were somehow being confused at the same time. Like they had to do a different activity at the same time. And so finally they remembered much more false information than the other group, which was not being basically disturbed.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that could be true. Like it would teach you like wrong shapes in that sense, yeah.
It is possible, I think. So it could be a little bit careful at least.
Yeah, so you should use it also only for, like, for example, if you are not comfortable with your system 2, like to actually read out sequences and stuff. It would be a training for that one, but you shouldn't use it too much to teach wrong shapes to your system 1.
Yeah, at least just to be a little bit careful. So the problem in the lower right corner over here, this is something that I will also go through in more detail inside the book, because this is very good for System 2 learning. I mean, how to do it step by step, the reading in this corner, because it's a really confusing shape.
Yeah.
And it's not super difficult. The shape, the space is constrained, but even then, it's pretty difficult to get to the actual correct solution here.
Yeah. Yeah, your System 1 is not telling much here.
Yes.
It's like, where do I even start? Like, what is this shape? And
right. But so basically, this might be easier again to start from White's point of view. So like, if it was White to play here, well, clearly you can just play leave. How can this die?
Right.
Try to make it as small as possible, and it's this kind of a 6 shape here.
Yeah.
So that cannot be killed. But if you try anything like what looks like a key point, this. Okay, so this is a pretty flashy sequence over here, and it's still just alive, right?
Right.
So if White gets to play a move, if White gets to make the eye bigger, then anything works for White, okay? So the first black move we would think about is the bump, right? And now Jeff can tell us the obvious problem with this one.
This one?
Yes.
Just a 2-2. Just 2-2.
Just 2-2, exactly.
Yeah.
So there's 2 eyes at A and B, and then they're both unremovable.
Right.
So you can try this kind of a thing, but because White has just enough liberties, it's just alive. Okay, so once we read up to this point, now we have a lot of information.
Yeah.
So we have identified that 2-2 is actually a super strong defense move. So now the next step would be that, okay, so maybe Black should be starting there.
Right.
Or it's that we let white play this move, and black gets 2 moves in a row to kill it.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's do this one first. Which 2 moves in a row kill this group?
Chat.
I think today the best kind of Tsumego studying is the way we have done in Antti's camps and workshops. 15 Tsumegos per day, and they're usually tough but fair when Antti gets them right. Also, the NGA camps back in 2013, 14, 15. Jeff was there as well.
Yeah.
There were some mistakes also in those years. So that's how to do it. Prove Antti wrong and win 20 euros or something. Oh, that's pretty good. I like it.
R3 and Q3.
Yeah, that's almost the only combination.
Well, also R4 could be instead of B4. B.
That one actually does not work. If you play these 2 white blocks, right?
Yeah, this one doesn't work.
And you can make 2 in the corner.
Okay, yeah, doesn't work. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so there is 2 is almost the only 2.
I think it is the only one, yes. So only this combination can work.
Yeah.
So now we already identified that black's first move is one of these 3. Nothing else can work.
Yeah.
And now that we have some candidates, we can start eliminating. So for example, if black plays here, white blocks, right? So if white gets A, it's clearly alive, so black has to prevent it, right?
Yeah.
So we can force this one. Okay, so R1 is becoming an I, need to prevent it. Nope, alive.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one eliminated. Already this cannot work. Attach. This might be a bit more complicated.
There's one Tsumego there. It was supposed to be approximately 8Q Tsumego, and we were thinking about it a long time. Even Mikko and other dancers were thinking, and eventually even Jeff had a problem with it. In the end, Antti took a look at the problem, and there was Blackstone missing, making it like 4 down, 5 down problem.
It has to happen. Yes.
Yeah, that happened when we were showing one problem to Taiwanese professionals in Taiwan. One stone was missing, and when we put that one, then it was like, yeah.
I know this one. So Jeff, can you kill this one?
I don't think so.
You bump here and no white's going to cut the
tiger. Yeah, tiger.
Yeah. And try to remove 2. No, doesn't work. Yep. Okay, so a little bit of elimination, and we know that 2-2 is the only move that can work.
Yeah.
And okay, so from the previous one, we saw that this is actually a proper defense as well. So let's try that one first. It looks tricky.
Just decent.
So if white gets to play S1, is there a black 2-move combination that kills this one?
Actually, there is. Actually, there is. There barely is.
Really?
Yeah, if you have a T2 and a Q3 combination, actually there is.
I see.
There barely is one.
So now we get this flashy one from here.
Yeah. Actually, there is, but then we're gonna make it complicated. So now we have.
So we might be able to start from here. So
yes.
It actually kills.
Yeah, actually, it works.
I think this move was also what I was thinking about. This seems more like it, but
yeah.
Like for example here, and
they are throwing.
We can still throw in. It's basically this shape always.
To me, this is the answer, but the other way works. Okay.
Okay. So not there. What else could white try? Try to make the eye in the corner, maybe. So we need to prevent it, of course. And now black is threatening to connect under here, so white has to defend somehow, but I don't think there's a good way actually. This one, and then again this and this and this.
I'll come back to this.
Yes, as long as we see that white cannot do this, should be fine. Okay, I'm grasping at straws here.
Yeah, this is the most tricky one. I remember, yeah.
Down.
Yeah.
Because otherwise white at least gets a ko.
Yeah, so white play Q2 is the strongest. I remember this is very tricky.
Q2 is the strongest.
If I mean in my reading that is so. No, that's 3. It's 2.
2.
Q2. Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, black manage.
So black basically.
Yeah, black play the honey. And get the honey from there.
Liberty. So white has to block from here, but then black gets to go out.
Yeah, pull through. Yes.
And this would be one eye. So white would have to cut, but that's not a good.
Yeah.
So if we can form 2 eyes in the corner, then I guess we can only try to make the eye bigger in that case.
Yeah.
So what's going on here?
That's continue.
Just continue.
Just S3 finish it. That one.
Isn't this also finishing?
Oh, that also finished. Okay, my reading is S3. Okay.
S3? You can also.
Atari. Atari and take that. Yeah.
Okay, this so is more straightforward. You're right. If you can do the Atari way, then that's easiest.
Yeah.
That can also kill. True.
I'm thinking part of the reason why this is so complicated is that there are actually quite a lot of moves that do the job. Black's first move has to be that one. But then there are many kind of promising looking white moves to answer. And so it's very difficult to read exhaustively. Atari 3 is the simplest, yeah. Go Dave is taking notes here, yeah.
Yeah, take notes.
Also be mainly around this idea that, I mean, you first think about the defender's move or the other player's move.
Yeah.
And of course you consider that move for yourself. But if that doesn't work, then you just play around it, basically.
Yeah.
How would you rate these problems? With the grading system that I was thinking about. No, let's not go with the grading system I was thinking about yet, because that's complicated. But upper left corner would be like low done, maybe. Low to mid done. Upper right corner is also, well, maybe mid done because there's so much space here. And lower right corner might again be low to mid done. And lower left corner is 20Q. Okay, 15Q.
For white?
White is free solution, so if it's an endgame problem, then it's more complicated.
I mean, yeah, B6 endgame problem thing was kind of complicated.
B6, obviously.
Yeah. Yeah, 15Q, obvious.
Yeah, sorry, they were not quite so easy, yes. The Tomego book will have some easier ones as well, but the examples will be a little bit complicated so that there's enough to go through, basically. So that actually took 1.5 hours already.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have another 1.5 for games, I guess.
Yeah, and I thought we would be ready in 1 hour, and I thought I was being pessimistic with 1 hour, like it might be quicker.
Well, we were talking about like generally Tomegos also.
Yeah, true. Like we took 30 minutes just to get started.
Yeah. And also like about the lower left, that wasn't probably that planned, or was it?
Yeah, that was just totally extempore.
Yeah. Okay, so
yes, to a game commentary next, and we actually don't have a game prepared. So do we ask the viewers, or we need to get some candidates first?
Yeah, and candidates can be also now like Japanese pro games.
Pro games, yeah.
Or like Chinese
or
like
pro games.
Asian pros.
There's not many interesting Western games played recently, I think.
Yeah.
Right. People might know from teaching beginners in Discord. Everything takes longer. Yeah, everything takes longer. Usually in teaching altogether, like usually you have to put like you estimate your things like how would it take and like put some extra because like especially if you are not used to estimating stuff because there's usually a lot more discussion than you think there will be. And that's how teaching should go, in my opinion. That there will be that discussion. Nobody wants to like have a lecture like that. It's not interactive. It's just listening and everybody sleeping. So
university style.
Yeah.
I guess while we are getting some candidates here, while the viewers are thinking about that, I might actually quickly open the upper left corner still, with the thinking that we just did. Right. I just thought it up basically.
Yeah.
I mean, from my point of view, it seems like if white gets to play here, then this looks super alive, right? I mean, it actually isn't, but it looks super alive. So when as black, you might want to think about this move first, right? And then you just very quickly realize that it just cannot work, right? I mean, this corner is just too big.
Yeah.
So basically, you need to allow for the fact that white will get this move, and you need to play around it, and to try to find the two moves that work against this one. So for two moves combinations, I think we might find A and B. So we might try to read that out, right? And we quickly get like white plays this one. White will just answer. Of course, the white move doesn't exist there yet. So this one. So white goes down. And if we read a little bit, we will find that this is just alive, right? Or you might play this one, and you read this up a little bit. You see that white goes down here, and there's just no way to reduce this to two eyes, right? To one eye. So going from there, now we know that neither A, nor B, nor C17 is the solution, right? So at this point, you need to get creative, because you know that the key point is not your move, and you also know that the obvious combination is not the solution. So now you need to basically start thinking outside the box. What kind of other two-move combination could kill this one? And I think if you can think in this way, you can eventually get to the solution. Like when you literally try everything out, at some point you should be you should come upon this combination here. Most likely you have thought through everything else, but you would find
right.
Is how I think how it would go.
Yeah. Yeah, that's usually the case if the if it's not in your system one. Sometimes it just goes that you have to go through everything.
Yeah, like then you just brute force it and it cannot help. But at least if you have some nice structure to your brute forcing, it makes it quicker.
Yeah.
Like for example, you can fairly quickly see that these moves are not going to solve it as your first move, right?
Yeah.
Once you can do it systematically.
Yeah.
So we have a Stash against Ma Tianfang.
That was already reviewed. Thanks, Dave.
Okay. Yeah.
Thanks, Dave, for linking the what. That will be also in YouTube later. It was last week's Friday that we went through that one, right?
Yeah. Not a very interesting one.
And hello, Mars. Thanks for following.
Go Dave is asking if I would do it exactly like this in games when I don't know if there's a solution. If I was not familiar with this upper left corner shape, I would most likely consider the obvious moves. I wouldn't think of that combination, and I most certainly wouldn't use 10 minutes of my time to find out that there could be that kind of combination that creates the one move approach goal.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure that there's some kind of a task manager inside my head, which is like, looks strong enough. Let's play elsewhere. Like, no need to focus in this area.
Yeah.
And of course, in this case, it would miss out on the Tsumego solution, but it wouldn't be a big mistake because the final result is actually not that the final call is not that special for black. I mean, you play all of those moves, and it's still pretty far from dying, actually.
Yeah.
So you have black start that kind of call, and then you finish it, and you actually get some center endgame because of it.
Yeah. And even if it would be, even if it would be like lethal, the solution, which is like quite random and like you wouldn't know it, then even then you wouldn't want to spend too much time, especially if it's tournament game, to figure out something and run down your clock and probably fail even still. It's usually that the Tsumegos are meant for that your system 1 will get better, that your intuition gets better at recognizing these, and then you will find it easier in your games, rather than that you use system 2 like the hard mode thinking that you go through everything. That's not meant to be like that in games that you like use it too much. Of course, some, but like you cannot treat everything out in a tournament game. You have limited time.
System 1 is non-verbal, intuitive, quick thinking. System 2 is verbal, slow, precise human reading. The one you do it step by step inside your head, like when you calculate 17 times 23.
The book is called Thinking Fast and Slow.
It's worth reading.
It's worth reading for everyone, even if you're not co player, but most of you probably are here. But anyway, it is a book that you want to read for everything, not just Go, but like for everything, you know.
But to go Dave's question, so basically, if the lower right corner came up in my game, I would most likely read it out in the way that we have. I mean, I call it preventive reading at this point. So basically, imagining your opponent's move and working against it, I would most likely use it for the lower right corner. If I didn't know it at that point. I mean, right now I just see the solution immediately inside my head, but if I didn't, I would be using it for sure. Wait, so do we then go for the Honeybo game, or?
I guess that sounds
actually good. Auntie, I have I'm wondering if you would like to take a challenge.
Challenge? Okay.
Challenge.
Yeah. Because I let's say a few days ago, I read a game from Honimo final qualification. To me, it's extremely fun.
Okay. Extremely fun also sounds good.
Yeah, so that was a Chou with Onishi.
Okay.
Yeah, sure. That game is extremely fun.
Extremely fun challenge. Sounds like fun and challenging.
But it can be difficult for Auntie to comment. Yeah, right. I'm just thinking. So that's why to me that's a challenge.
Challenge accepted.
Okay. But Miko, that it work this way, so I just say this and Auntie say challenge accepted, and we talk about that game. Does it work?
Sure. We are the streamers. We can decide.
Okay, sorry, viewers. Overruled.
Yeah. After all, we are the content creators.
Yeah, I can give you the Go for Go link here.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Let's say, and so our viewers can read it too. This is the Go for Go link. I put in chat.
And I will just that. Is it possible to download the game? Is the question.
Yes, yeah, you can download the game. I believe you can. Oh, access denied. Crap.
That is the problem. Yep, access denied.
Let me see. I can probably find it in a tricky way. Wait a moment. I believe I can find it in a tricky way.
Okay. In the meantime, there is a very interesting question in the chat. If your intuition would be supernaturally strong, would you consider not doing life and death?
I seem to remember that Lee Sedol said that he did all the Tsumego. Like, if you have a Tsumego I didn't do yet, please show it to me.
I see. Yeah. So his intuition was already like strong enough.
Like, if you've done them all, then what can you say? And I mean, I'm not sure if he's even exaggerating or anything. It might be true enough.
Yeah, and probably not that like specifically every like every specific situation, because those are like quite.
I mean, obviously, you can create new shapes all the time.
Yeah.
But like the core shapes, the core techniques, he might just be familiar with all of them.
Yeah.
Like Omega, this is this huge problem with so much open space and weird stones, whatever. It's this combination. Ding, 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 ding. Next.
Right.
Might be.
But not that you wouldn't use your system 2 to learn or like maintain your system 2. Like if you don't use your system 2 for reading, like hard reading, not like just intuitively know. Like of course Lee Sedol was also using his like reading ability in every game. So that's still something that you have to maintain. So if you are not playing like huge amount of games, then probably Tsumego would still be useful to maintain. But yeah, if your intuition would be already on that level that you know everything, then what are you doing with the Tsumegos then?
I'm pretty sure that you need to keep doing them constantly to stay in practice. Like like if you're 10 done in martial arts, like sword fighting or whatever,
you're still practicing.
Then you don't practice for 10 years.
Yeah,
you're not going to be that strong anymore.
Yeah.
There's something about keeping in shape that you need to do as a human.
Yeah, same with everything. Yeah.
So that's different, I guess.
Yeah.
And also AIs are actually not that good at reading. So if your intuition is only AI level, then I think you still need to do Tsumego.
Only AI level, yeah.
I mean, their whole for judgment is super strong, but
yeah.
Then you have these close combat readings where Yama finds a different sequence and the AI is plus 20%. Nice.
Upkeep and accuracy of system 2. Yeah, like to keep your like it's same as like system 2 is kind of like your muscle of your brain, like that you use it like to actually lift something physically, kind of with your brain. It's kind of like that. So if you're not using your muscles, of course they will train in some point. You will get worse in reading if you are not reading. That's just a fact. So you have to use your system to keep it up and running. Yes.
Jeff, do you find the game?
Well, I failed on my tricky way. I guess we have to pick another game instead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because I failed on my tricky way.
Anyone else have in chat that game that we are talking about?
You don't like have it on WBaduk or something?
Yeah, but there you cannot download the game either, even if it is there.
Focus camera. Yes, thank you.
Okay, let me try the one last time on WBaduk.
What was the game again? Like if chat just happens to have it.
I type it there. That is the Honimbo final qualification between Chou and Onishi.
Okay, yeah.
I will try as well over here.
Chou and Onishi.
Yeah, I want to recommend that one because it's really fun. I enjoyed a lot that day where I was watching.
I've got a pro account, so this might work.
Okay. That was 5 days ago.
Ooh.
Go for call said, access denied.
Yeah.
So it's not up here normally anymore. It was on Monday, huh?
Yeah.
So that means 2KQ.
So extremely fun time is cancelled. We are not having fun time anymore.
Or actually,
you can input it one move by move.
Yeah. I can do it. Meanwhile, you may keep chatting with the chat, and I will take 5 minutes to do it.
Okay, please do.
Yeah.
Chat? I have to like stare at the camera that it focuses me. And otherwise, it doesn't consider me as a human being here.
Wait, what is my account? Antitor. What is my password?
Okay, I'm gonna make the Kifu here. Myself.
I need to open the window because it's actually hot here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I closed my window like just here because like if I'm noisy, I don't want to bother my neighbors. Yeah, Dave was starting to do it also, but like rather not to be spoiled. So if Jeff is doing it, then go ahead.
Yeah, that's better for sure.
Yeah.
This is the ID. Yeah, I can try this one. Not sure if this is faster than Jeff's way, but he has spare time, so.
Yeah.
Okay. 4 magic numbers.
If I would open a window, I would get more hot. Red day in Finland. Yeah, true. Well, if you are living in an apartment that like keeps also the hot out very well, then that might be a case that if you open the window, the heat just comes in. But,
and now, when I get this, how do I save it?
Depends on the apartment, of course.
What? I can print the Kifu, but I cannot save the file.
What?
Yeah, that doesn't do much. Yeah, I can also do that.
Really?
Yeah.
Print the Kifu.
So you found the exact same window as I did. Like, this is so 1990s.
Print the Kifu. I mean, I like to do it on a real board when I'm doing it all alone, like reviewing pro games. I like to touch the stones and like put them on the board. It makes me like concentrate better. And doing the like if I'm doing like reviews online, it's just click, and it's over. So like if I want to concentrate on the game, I like to do that. But like, come on, if you can print it, why wouldn't be able to save it? So that's ridiculous.
Maybe if I take this URL from here and directly, can I get the SGF?
Jeff already knows the game already, right? So like, Jeff, we wouldn't get like pure Jeff reaction. Yeah, but like because like
I got it. SGF.
You got it?
Yes.
You got it. Okay. How did you do it? Some hacking way?
Yeah, just hacking. I just found the URL and I edited it a little bit and I got the file.
Nice.
I want to do that way, but I don't know how.
Okay, so now I have the file. Now I can upload it.
Okay. So I'm at move 96. I will temporarily stop here then. Okay.
Wait, broken SGF.
Okay, so I will continue.
You have to pick something.
Okay, one moment. So next I need to edit the SGF file from the inside so that missing. Oh, it's wait. So how does an SGF file start?
Just open another SGF.
I see. I guess I know the problem you have encountered.
So I should put semicolon over here. Does this fix it? Try again.
I will go to toilet
Sure.
while you are doing this.
Stay here. Fixed it. Yes.
You're fixed? Alright.
Yes. Okay, now Jeff can quit it. That was faster.
Okay, sure. I might move 119. Okay, but okay. I'll leave it here. Okay.
Okay. What is the chat saying at this point then?
I didn't pay attention on chat. So you have uploaded the game already?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey guys, lately I've been playing a lot of 9x9 games. Do you have any advice for improving on 9x9, huh? Any advice, Jeff?
Improving your performance on 9x9?
Yeah. Mick will be back very soon then.
Yeah, well, because to me 9x9 itself is for the aim of practicing, let's say, for the future when you play on the bigger board. So concentrate on the reading part, concentrate on the details, whatever that make a small difference.
Yeah, I guess so. Details are going to be, I mean, details are what decide the game, right?
Yeah.
Especially on 9x9.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so Mikko can link the game, I guess.
Yeah.
How are the colors?
Yeah.
Honestly.
Joe is black.
Joe is black.
So, which way I write the names if it's like a one-liner? Like white or black
parenthesis
first.
B versus Onishi parenthesis W.
Yeah, but is there usually a way that like white should be first or black should be first? I don't remember. Probably it doesn't care. I mean, it doesn't matter. Joe black versus
it's Joe, not Chu.
Chu.
Joe. Oh.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Chu.
Chu. And who was the white player?
Onishi. Yuhei. I think just the surname would be enough. Onishi.
There's too many I.
Just say it like in Finnish.
Onishi.
Yeah.
Ruhei. Ruhei. Yes, correct.
Nice. Finnish is a wonderful language.
So this will work. Okay.
Yeah, Finnish is very efficient language in this sense.
Right. Okay. So I have the control. Okay, let's see then. Cross opening. Okay.
Yeah, I like to watch those games because the opening is not ordinary. If you watch like Chinese A-League, is always the same thing.
All the same stuff, yeah.
Yeah, definitely something new for me.
I slightly like black here, I guess, but. Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I usually still play the D10 kind of extensions. Probably because it's the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a peaceful game, so it's just a big area.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is a peaceful game.
Here it comes, huh? The question.
Yeah.
Outside or inside? So white's just going to play outside, right? Yeah. Well, I was expecting Hane, but So that's how we get this shape nowadays.
And black did this.
Like usually, I guess it's this and this, and well, I've seen the jump shape, but I think this one is supposed to be better.
Yeah, I expected this when I was watching.
Mm-hmm. So now white would will white go down or maybe kick here? Kick is maybe not so good because black goes up and
the shape still requires to be fixed.
Yes, and it's not a very good fix, I guess. So maybe. So then it's just small area, huh?
Oh, so this is how you define that as small area. I see.
Because there's no very good local shape. I mean, even if you do this one, it's not like black's still dead or anything, right?
Okay.
Well, questionable actually. It could actually be severe. This might be severe.
But yeah, this would have been the move I would have played.
Yeah, it feels like the better shape here. Okay, but so black goes for the...
Yeah, so he's saying I have the bottom right corner stuff.
So that's 4 threats.
Yeah, so I can tell that this game about the potential code threat is throughout the entire game. I mean, not about one code, many different codes, and they are playing this kind of stuff all the time.
But like for the sake of argument, if this happens, so black just starts it, right?
Yeah, and he used that run. Yeah.
Pick exchange.
Yeah, actually, I was wondering before black cut there at C16, can he run there first? So to make that white loss bigger before this cut. Yeah, but after I see his design, that is. Yeah, then he does that.
This happens and this happens.
So to make it bigger.
It's true that in this case, white will feel more forced. So now white has to do this, right?
Yeah, and then he take it back.
Right.
In this case, wait, so white has, but white also has 3 threats now, right? So white's going to go down.
Huh?
So if you continue it, capture here, so you cut this way, I go out.
Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna lose this one.
And I play this one.
Oh yeah, see, I'm gonna lose this one. I see. Oh.
And
so he need that one more to win the call.
Yes.
Oh gosh, I see.
So it seems like black has to do it directly. Wait, so that exchange is not there.
Yeah, that exchange cannot happen. Okay.
In which case, so what's the situation if white just... wait, is this better or is this... Well, I guess it's a capture. What is this then?
Do you prefer this or just capture the corner too for black?
Yeah.
So in this case, white plays something like this. So in this shape, this white block is still center, right? If not, it's not center.
It's not center because white has no liberty in the corner. Well, technically, you may say white does this. Yeah, technically, you may say this.
And then here, and then
you take one liberty and
to one move approach go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, technically, you can say that. Yeah.
Okay, but technically, if that exists, it is a little bit bigger. It's kind of big enough that black wants to play this too. I guess. So then it's this shape or this one.
I still have no idea. I personally prefer just S2.
I think I will pick this one, but I don't think it's clearly better on anything.
Okay.
Just because this way I see more points in the corner. in this one, I think white pretty quickly wants to play here anyway. Because then we have the end game, right? This seems like a fairly nice shape.
See. Okay.
So I guess I would do this one and then switch to the left side, for example. But okay, so for the sake of argument, if this happens, how is the exchange? Because the lower right corner used to be 9 points for white. Now it's become 14 points for black. So 23 points over there. And it could have been like this, but this is missing one white move. But that upper left corner is huge as well. That's like 36 points or so. Am I counting this correctly?
Huge.
You mean in total?
Yes. The total swing, white territory or black territory.
Oh, yeah.
And the outside also becomes different.
Yeah, the number is about right. Yeah.
23. And here black gets a free move, and in the other one...
It is white move on the left, yeah.
Oh my god. Okay, so basically... So it was either, in the lower right corner, it was either that white has 9 points like this, or it was that black has, what was it, 14 points like this, did I say?
Yeah.
So that's 23 points, right? And it's the opening game, so the value of a move is most likely about 13 points. So this finally comes to about 37 points. And what did we say for the upper left corner? Because it wasn't
so the difference is exactly 13 points.
So then we have to talk about the question of who is happy to get a move elsewhere. And actually the left side is a little bit of a Tedomari kind of thing. So if we can call this Tedomari, then most likely it's better for whoever gets to play on the left side. Maybe. I mean, maybe in that way we can argue black's going for this one, because black wants to get the left side.
Okay. So actually to us, make no difference either way we go.
I think so, yes.
That's funny.
Yeah. I'm still not totally sure about that, just what I was thinking.
Right.
Wait, so this one, if white is saying that if black connects here, now the white threat around here will be bigger?
I think also he already gained from the corner stuff, because black could have decent.
This is no problem?
Yeah, turn from the second line. That's what I thought.
How do you handle this?
Just tiger.
Just?
Yeah. Corner will not gonna die, I believe.
So if I do this kind of a thing?
Honey from the outside. And come back. And I can fix it. And I connect. Yeah, whatever. Just fix it. Fix it like this can be dangerous. You'd better connect. Yeah, because I'm looking at the attachment there. Yeah, I think there's some cool story, huh?
Definitely some cool story.
Coast story.
The ghost story. That's actually a pretty good one.
Okay.
Okay, but might still be scary. But also for black it's scary, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's scary to both if this happens.
So because of this move, actually, the black corner shape is not that good. It's basically only this way.
That's sad.
I see. So that's why white's this move is actually a move, huh?
Okay, thanks. Oh, that's why that move is done.
I mean, maybe. That's what it seems like white is saying.
I can give a background information because sometimes let's say I watch the pro games on Fox, and actually I forgot, someone told me that Onishi play against the Fine Art with 2-stone handicap on Fox all the time. I sometimes watch it, and I think Onishi has actually played some hundreds of games with Fine Art already. So I'm pretty sure he has learned some of the Fine Art moves. Yeah, so this is probably one of the Fine Art recommendation.
Okay.
And if Black, for example, simply plays this one, I wonder what will he play
I
elsewhere?
think he want to Sansan. Maybe not yet, but eventually he want to play Sansan.
So now
this one is ideal shape, so of course Black blocks instead. So
yeah,
connect.
Yeah.
Connect.
You still have a wall, and he's a little bit further that stone.
But whether it's further away, is it good or bad? Because it means you cannot play the Hane connection on the second line.
Can't?
Like this one becomes simply bad instead of if it's beeping.
Yeah, so he wouldn't use it. He'd rather decent if that has to happen.
So that's basically how it goes. But for example, if Black bumps, well, I guess White will just ignore this one for now.
Yeah.
Because it's not like the corner will die. Huh? Okay, so it's just a different shape. Hard to say good or bad.
Would Black decent or White? Where do you mean? Chat was asking. Or 18. Instead of like just ignoring there. Yeah, I guess so.
The previous Joseki? So this isn't. I mean, Black can, but in this case, this is actually making White in 17 good.
The question was about White R18.
White isn't this and this and this. I guess also Hane first, so that Black's descent doesn't become good.
No, I guess it was in the where you said like White will ignore this for now. I guess it was in that variation when they asked.
This
so
one.
Just like can White also? Yeah.
I mean, but then it's a point that if White doesn't play this one to defend, then he shouldn't, right? Because you can get a bigger move elsewhere, like I don't know, here or.
So you don't need that one. So that's.
We are saying it's good for White because White can ignore it and get a bigger move elsewhere.
That wasn't anything. No. Okay. Then just tell us or we move
Yeah.
forward.
So what do you mean here? Yeah. We have guessed a few times already.
Trying to answer chat and that we just
after Black Q15. This is too early because you will just get cut.
Oh yeah.
So you need to play R13 first at least. Okay, let's get back to the game.
Yeah,
sure.
Let's go.
All right. So we had this.
So no, this is not the game.
So White cut. So they're both saying "I hate you" to the opponent.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. That much.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's the deal.
I personally prefer this Black, but I'm not sure how you think about it, because to me Black had too much.
I thought Black gets too much with this one. I mean, as White, why don't you answer here?
Yeah, like to use your influence
Black
there.
Pushes down, now it's better, right?
Yeah, at least black is here now.
Mm.
You can use the influence still somehow.
I guess in the game, white is saying that there is still Agi on the left side.
Okay.
Like the story
Okay.
is at least 100% over.
To me, that's challenging.
It probably needs some preparation, but but like, how big is this Q15 in the first place? What is black's move in the top right corner? Like, obviously black can, for example, live in the corner, but I don't think this is
yeah, that's it.
This isn't a big deal. White just gets super strong on the outside.
Yeah.
So what else? Also, white's move in the game. White's move in the game does prevent it. But black doesn't have anything else, right? Like, you can do this, not a big deal. So I would also think that this move is small.
Yeah,
Definitely feels smaller than D14.
Looks like it. It really looks like it. And then what the heck is this? Ah. I see. Okay, yeah, deal.
No. Not that's not the deal I thought when I was watching, so I know.
What?
I think it makes sense why I want to get a little bit more to reserve the possibility to live, or the outside sending move, and black said no to that.
Yeah, like white had, for example, the corner life, but this is just terrible.
Yeah.
Like, it's too strong on the outside. So white wants to force this one first, so that also there's a cut remaining on the outside, so he might get center.
Yeah.
Right.
And so black denies that one. Black wants this to happen, and of course white is dead in the corner, so now white's move will be more like this. But if he does it immediately, then black, well, maybe black will connect here in this case. So black is saying that white isn't doing too much, huh?
Yeah. And white kind of agrees about it for now.
And so white plays the center.
Yeah.
So question is if the exchange in the lower left corner is good for black, good for white, or good for black, or even.
I don't think my Katago will agree with many of these moves. Yeah, Katago will probably play something different.
Yeah.
Okay, but like why doesn't black play from the outside? So if white plays here, I play this Atari instead. White connects, I go down.
Yeah, attach. Yeah. And then you go back to the corner. Yeah.
You're alive. This would be messy actually. Okay,
Nice.
so obviously because of this move, it's not fine. Okay. Hands up. Okay, so then it has to be that way. Very well. What?
Well, he wants to take away white that push down stuff.
Yeah, so c5, and of course white says no. Yes. Okay, so black has red. What is this white doing? He just thinks connecting is big. Like, the cut is small.
I think black cannot cut off his stone. he's happy about that already.
If black what?
No, I mean, he doesn't do anything because of the existence of this card, so black cannot cut him off from E8. That's the point he's given. Because of that third line card, so this card doesn't exist.
I cannot even do it like this. In response to my extension, you will go here. And you will go down.
Yeah.
And black needs to fix here, but now you cut.
He cut.
Now,
yeah.
Now black is captured.
The what is strong in this one?
Yeah, this is I can see what Jeff meant with challenging. Okay, so white is basically saying that exchanging for this one and this one is okay, especially since this moves to the remains. So black is just third line territory, which is arguably not a big deal, huh? I mean, white is also just getting a wall in the center, which might or might not build territory, but I guess he has some plan for it. And so black ignores. Okay, so both are... I guess if this happens now, then black's just going to give it and play elsewhere. He can?
Yeah.
He can?
Yeah, just yeah. What is that? Oh, so that's your argument. I see. So there's potentially a call left.
So the ko? What? Which?
Yeah,
ko?
I have to Atari here as black.
You're going to fight this ko. Ah, you can connect. I see. But even then, you cannot really fight this guy.
It's still heavy. Yeah. So, so that's actually not a small problem.
That's a big problem, I think.
Then we'd rather just connect the back and leave the other Atari. We do not Atari from the second one.
Just here, so that later on, black can play this and this and this.
Yeah.
And white cannot maybe even...
so we can...
This might still be a discussion. Okay, maybe this white is toast. But so it's going to be more like this, huh? Well, this is harder.
Yeah.
Okay, not a big deal anyway.
I at least leave it like that. So yeah, but the cut, so black cannot just take it easy.
Wait, so should white cut first in that case? I mean, cut this and then cut here.
Yeah, and black needs to directly go back.
And in this case, if you try to do this later, then at least white can squeeze here. And now we have a different talk here. Like, I think I can at least live.
You can cut. You can cut.
Cut? Oh, I can cut. True.
You can cut. So black cannot even do this.
So black has to do like this, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a different talk.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, so white did cut here.
White did cut. Okay. See, we can read. And,
but he didn't do this. Yeah, he played this one.
What is this?
Can become later.
Yeah, this kind of movie is to me like Ghost. I can't see them.
Yeah, like a cloud. What? Ghost story
like, the
again?
obvious question is if black just cuts it. Right?
What does it even do if you ignore?
Well, most likely white is arguing that the area is big. Like, black also wants to play a move around here because it's a little bit making the white center box smaller, and also the lower side black box bigger.
Right.
So the central area, I think, is not bad.
And he is too fancy for playing just G7 here.
Like that would be the obvious one, yes.
Yeah.
But I guess in that case, black will still press around here.
So that is a good move. Okay. I
So
see.
most likely he's
Yes.
arguing that this is more like a key point because
Right,
this
right.
doesn't such a good
Mhm.
this color, I think.
Thanks.
Oh.
Also,
Okay.
what's inside.
All right. Yeah. Okay, I see. Yeah.
But like this is the obvious problem, right?
Yeah. Now G7 is problem. So.
Yeah. So I wonder what his plan to this one was. Like, is he going to press around here or so? No, but this is nothing.
My impression is he wants to play G4. Yeah, if I were white here, the feeling is G4.
So basically prepare that e5 turn. So black's going to play there and then just block, or too small.
Probably play something lighter. Yeah, something lighter.
So like more like a mutual destruction. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So in that case, just black can raise the center, white raises the lower side. Everybody is unhappy.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay, so this happens. So black just goes into the center from the other side.
Yeah.
To me, this is more like you play here. So obviously you are
You want
expecting
me to do
play
this.
here.
Yeah.
So no, yeah.
No,
nothing
yeah.
to do.
Yeah.
Oh, are we talking Korean, Joseki? Everybody's unhappy, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so black ignored white. So obviously white is going to ignore this one, right? Yeah. And okay, yeah, that's the shape. Now the next white move is interesting. White to play. Audience can also guess. I think this will be interesting.
Yeah.
It's time for white to decide his policy for the next quarter of the year.
So what is our policy? Chat. Help us to politicize. Or how to say. How to be a politician these hard times.
We could like cut this one, and so we say that black will play here, and we could like go down. I think that's. Do we play this one actually? Oh, that's nice. And a parry.
Yeah.
So that's worth a lot of territory. So if black goes down here, then white captures the black stone in center at d10.
Yeah.
So black will probably have to do this, but that's worth a lot of territory. So I think that's an option. What else would white do?
That's just kind of boring.
Yes, like for example, we might play around to Q3, K3 or K4 again, but it's not like white is exactly weak in this area.
Yeah.
So, and also it doesn't look like black could have made a lot of territory there anyway. Like, I don't think black would even play in this area. Black would just jump here, but that looks fairly small. White will pursue. So if we think about territory, I think the right side around here is more interesting. But in that case, the left side cut is also interesting.
015 is also very small. It's only
015 is also endgame, yes.
Yeah.
Most likely territory-orientedly, C10 and R8 kind of area are the main ones. But it doesn't feel like this is the time for territory yet. Like, the center is getting played out now.
Right. Center is very weird. It's very hard to imagine anything there.
Chat?
Well, Prince Lina said C10 like just before you were starting to show it, so.
Can't cut N12 after open. Yes, so it could be possible after this one that white can cut black like this. But the problem is that black also gets to play a move. So it's very likely that black will just like jump in the center or maybe play some box kind of shape like this. which just fixes the cut. Also, while doing more in the center than the O15 does in the upper right corner. Jeff has seen the... Okay, Mikko, what is your guess?
To me, the C10 looks so juicy that I would play, because center is kind of like a... I don't know what are you doing even there. Like, if you play any move there, your opponent will also play some move, and it will be like, smaller than you think. And right side, there's nothing urgent there. Like, you can play a move, it's kind of big, but it doesn't seem like anything very special. So, yeah.
C10 is also the move that's the easiest for me to recommend here. But if I'm to guess what white played, maybe something around here? Ah, okay, it was off. This is the kind of a pokey move that I like.
Right.
But it doesn't work. Black can just answer like this. I mean, my idea was that next I can play like this and cut black.
Right.
Or I can play like this other. And also kind of cut black. I mean, there's some open questions, but...
Yeah. Yeah, I would love to have some kind of fight here, but like it seems like very hard to create anything.
Anyway, it seems like black can basically cover like this and it'll be fine.
Right.
Pretty difficult to do anything.
Any other ideas from chat? Q11.
Codave also thought P11,
huh? M3.
M3 also, yeah, it doesn't really threaten black or anything. Okay, let's maybe see what white did then. Like attach M13 or something.
C4 explosive move.
No, he did cut that.
C4 is already there. Hello, Nerdstone. And I'm here.
Oh, wait, so... it actually happened... What?
Yeah, exactly this.
Okay, so they did. Okay.
Okay, I was exactly correct then. Very well.
Yeah. I'm a professional.
Not professional even. And so territorially black also went to the right side, so I was actually exactly correct. What?
I don't want to play this one.
What?
Yeah, this kind of why I don't get it.
So is it just a proactive way to prevent this one? Like you defend with this kind of a shape?
So that's the way to speak.
Yeah, like you can connect like this way as well, but this is more inside the left side. It also gives black this deep.
Okay.
So arguably more influence. It's easier to combine with a move like this, right? So G3 will make a actual territory.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah, so black,
otherwise I didn't understand.
Yeah.
Black answers and now white kind of connected. Okay. Beep as well. Beep is ignored. Yeah, that's center. Sure. Now everybody is happy.
Everybody is happy.
Sure.
And is this also aiming to cut?
Oh,
this is aiming to cut.
Maybe this way?
Oh, I like this move.
This is aiming to cut.
A little bit.
Oh.
I don't think the cut is severe yet, but it's definitely aiming for it. So black, okay, that's center. So black's going to go just directly
in. Yeah, right.
And white just fixes it. Yeah, so this is definitely preparation for it. Okay, that's center. And yeah, black will just want to. So this is also.
Okay, no. Okay, with Anti's explanation, they all make sense now to me. Yeah.
Yes, double fix.
Okay.
Yep.
Nice that we have Antti.
Okay, thanks. Okay. I watched this game myself. Many moves I didn't understand.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so now we can decide our next policy again. Next fiscal year, fiscal quarter.
Bottom. Or actually S5.
When is the time to play that upper right corner? It's Oh, it doesn't live.
Is there endgame available so black push through? So you can still block.
It has to be.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it's dead.
it's dead.
It's dead. Or you have some ghost variation.
If I Atari. Well,
Yeah.
directly you might do this kind of thing. No,
No,
you cannot do this.
I have to just comply. So you're saying if I comply everything, it is okay. It is a story.
But it also
Another
pays a
cost
huge
symbol.
amount. I'm not sure if it's a good idea.
Mm.
Scary. Yeah, just directly, it's also not alive. You can just do it this way.
Mm.
Okay, so it's for a bit later then.
So yeah, is S5 one of those like double center-ish moves?
Yeah, I feel like I will play S5 here actually.
White S5, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, if white doesn't play it, black can't get it, so...
It might be an okay move at this point. Yeah, nice endgame move to get. It doesn't look like there's anything much better available anyway. But like, even if black gets to exchange this one, is the right side solid? So black basically has to cover, right? And white will be able to connect.
So yeah, I think that's not a big deal.
Like this one, and if black doesn't defend, then there's a follow-up. So probably it's not a big deal yet.
Okay.
I guess the lower side block here is big anyway. Is it block?
My feeling is Kama.
If I play here, you will challenge. You will challenge, of course. And this one you can go up. Yeah, maybe this is better in that case. Yeah, it feels a bit weird to block here when the black lower left corner is so strong. Like black will answer here, and it will be optimal. Upper side is always a bit tricky. Like this is fairly big, right?
Right.
Yeah, but
it's also
then
from above. And if you play here, then black might do it. And now there's the clamp has some trouble. So it doesn't feel like there's one single move that does everything. How's the chat? What is chat saying?
Would F18 exchanges now?
yeah.
That was that one. Yeah, right.
Yeah, the 05 P5 area is not quite it in this game. Like even if black gets to play move around here, it doesn't affect the territories almost at all.
S6 possible? Chat is wondering.
What? S6.
S6 as a shape looks wrong because you cannot cut here, and if you go out, then you have the S3 problem. So you need to go back here anyway.
Yeah. Good dream, Tal.
Now, arguably, there might be some trouble here, but I think black can even just let white connect. It's back to that other one, but...
Oh, or black?
He was thinking for black. Yeah, black might pillar there, sure.
Yeah, like black can do this also. Then it's like nothing happened, right? Like white played S5, played S6.
Yeah.
Finally speaking, this jump is pretty big, huh? I mean, it's not just the upper side, it's also that white has this follow-up. Okay, so game was this one, huh?
Yeah, game was this one. Yeah, good. Yeah, really good. Yeah, you reach the same conclusion as his.
And so black just connects here because there's nothing in the corner, and so yeah, white takes it. Down. Not Hane connection, but down.
So
Why?
to make it more center or something?
Well, this one, if white answers, this is obviously better for black.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
yeah.
2 more points in that case.
So he's
So-
arguing the
so
command
he's saying-
doesn't exist.
Yeah.
He's saying, so like white might play here,
Yeah.
and if black tries this, if I try here,
He
that
plays the
something.
ugly Atari.
and just this kind of thing, huh? Maybe this one you can actually.
Oh.
No, wait, this is actually trouble for. This is trouble for black, huh? So I need to accept the 2. Well, 2 is good as well. There's a cutting point. That,
Yeah. Still,
Yeah.
it's look like a good deal.
Oh.
So white might just Hane to capture the top. No. Just this way. When you attack, he just Hane to capture the top. Because there's no way to resist to that one.
But at least in this case, the L12 move is not doing anything.
Yeah, so L12 is boring.
So at least you cannot play that one then. But if you play somewhere totally else, like this one, then the Aji is going to be much worse, right? Like, am I now limited to playing F14? Can I get something? I guess it might still be F14, actually.
And he will still just capture the 3.
I go out.
What?
And
Yeah, so just squeeze it. Yeah.
yeah, I see. This is not a big deal. I see. And this is kind of center, huh? Okay, so now we can see the border of the territory. So actually, white does keep most of the upper side. In
Yeah.
this case. Okay, so if white keeps most of the upper side, then this is not a big move, and then it makes sense for black to just prevent white fade in.
All right.
Oh.
Okay, just send the moves. And G19 is for later, got it? Yeah,
Why is
okay,
it
this
for
is
later,
big
though?
anyway.
Like,
Because it's not like white will play F19 now anyway. So it's just more co-threats for now.
Yeah.
I mean, white can play it, but most likely this is still going to be small at this point,
Right.
even with this follow-up.
yeah.
Just maximizing co-threats. There might not even be a co, but...
Hello, Nabi.
Huh?
This looks small.
So if black simply blocks, he hates this one, huh?
Nicely put. He hates.
Yeah, he hates that one. Yes. I think that's very accurate.
Yeah.
So he wants to play this one and possibly play this one next.
Yeah, he's certain of that.
So white obviously has to go... What? So white also
White
just wants to
must
force
go.
this one to get sent. Like, I thought what would be going down.
Yeah, I thought White would go down here.
So attach here, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then I guess it feels like... but white doesn't want to follow there. Okay, so white just finishes here. But now white doesn't have a move on the lower side. Like this is Gote, for example. So this isn't a big deal, he's saying. It's true that this exchange is just a little bit delicious for white, because black is playing kind of inside his own territory. Like if we imagine this result, then this is eventually going to be white A, black B. So C is basically a point of territory for black. And here black is filling it.
Right.
And secondly, yeah, so in the center also white has this move in center now. So the central shape is actually very strong. White has to black has to answer, or white can go through here. This is big enough. Why does black answer here? Now, because of this cut over here, black has to defend this way.
Yeah.
Is this still big enough? Black spends. Because black also has this one.
Yeah, the center stuff. Yeah.
Okay, sure. Okay, yeah. So now he thought he can play them. And okay, he starts with this one, but same idea. And okay, so white move is this one. That's more accurate. And yes. Okay.
Antti, if I may tell to our viewers, this game we're not gonna just finish like this. So don't worry. Yeah, just for our viewers. Yeah, if you just finish like this game is boring.
So we should probably like try to go to the exciting part faster, because it's 8 minutes to 4.
At this point, so talk is the center territory. Okay, so trying to cut 2 O games at the same time. I see. Now we're getting something.
Yeah, it's all the delicious details. Yeah.
So if white just blocks, black's going to do like this, right?
Yeah.
And that white is dead, as can clearly be seen.
Yes.
Right? So white fixes that one, and black's going to say like, no way, yeah? So now white's going to go inside the right side, and black's going to be cutting at L6 at some point. Yes.
So once again, they even hit each other in endgame. We come to this kind of big change.
Yeah.
Okay, these are time. They're not time moves, but black needs to live in the upper corner.
They changed the game. Yeah.
And black takes this one to prevent white's just connection on the right side.
Yeah.
Like white maybe can still connect like this, but this is very undelicious. So
undelicious.
So this seems like this was the last complication. Okay, let's see again.
No.
Nope.
No.
What more can there be here?
Okay. The world will gonna entirely change.
What? I thought that already happened here. Like.
Yeah, this is a big one, but still not. Yeah, if this is the one, it's not that exciting. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. What else you
thanks for
can imagine?
explaining a lot, because here, let's say, I understand more about this game than before.
But like, for example, why doesn't white just... so here black's going to extend this one, then cut here. So white has to go back, but then black's going to set this up.
Yeah.
Really like how a game of Go can just spiral out of control like this at any point, no matter how peaceful the game previously was. Yeah.
So like if black plays this one, then white also gets this one instead, and in this case, now it's all dead. Okay, so they're both just getting forcing moves and denying the opponent's deal. I mean the opera.
Right.
And that's how finally.
And now black has to live here.
So black's capture in the center is 13 points, possibly 14 with the O2. 14 points for black there. And okay, white has just a bit on the right side. Well, almost 0 at this point. And it used to be... It was after a black move, right? After black lived. So, for example, if black just answered this way, then this could happen.
Yeah, we can count it like this.
And so... Now there's probably also like 13 black points on the right side, so the black territory is about the same. But in this case, white also has a good next move in the center.
Yeah.
Yeah, why do you get
white can use a move to get 10 points at this point of the game, which is pretty big.
Right.
So it seems like black is basically black is fighting against that white move, that big white move. Black cannot make the game simple yet because that will give white a kind of a end game Tedomari, last big point, the center. Black has to
that
fight.
is interesting.
And if white just defends with something, then black goes back, and now it's black who gets the last big move. So basically, both of them have to keep on fighting until they can find a deal that the opponent doesn't get the last big move.
Right.
Yeah.
So the fight is just prolonged all the way.
It's so interesting that you can give your side like this if you really need to fight for the end game in center like this.
Yeah.
That's interesting. Because my intuition tells that the right side was so huge. Why the hell did you do this? But when you explain it like that, then it's like, right, yeah. Black gained.
Yeah, they're talking about the next, but not the territories themselves.
Yeah.
Okay, so white covers. That's a big one. It's squeezing the 4 stones. Okay, yeah, sure. This is also a big move since white could play the Atari in center and close like this. So it's a lot of territory there. Okay. Capture there also gives the P11 peep.
Yeah, of course, requires reading and adjustment, yes.
So the argument is that black cannot resist because the center group is not alive. Black needs to live on the right side, but then the center is dead.
Yes.
So corner territory can be increased.
Right.
But now there's some... Okay. There is some trouble.
Trouble.
Wait, if black plays here... So white has to connect, right?
Yeah.
Black connects here. So if plays here, black can extend. It's still not.
Yeah, you.
It's still dead. It's still dead.
Yeah. So the center is dead.
Right.
All right. Atari there. That's interesting. Okay, so white connects. Sure. And okay, sure. Yeah. How can this game still be transformed? I don't see it.
I know you don't see it.
Okay, so
I thought the game will just gonna go till the end.
Why doesn't black block on the left side?
I think white also asked that question in the game.
I don't see it. What's so big here?
Yeah, this is a story.
Nice Bonnuki networks.
Nice, yeah.
Oh, this is actually one of the stories. This is one of the 2 stories. Yeah, this is just the first one.
What?
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It's brilliant. I see. So that's a call, and if you play here,
we come to this call.
Also a call.
No, you connect. I think you connect.
Oh yeah. Wait.
No, because like this is double.
Yeah,
you have to connect.
you can connect. Yeah.
Oh, that's even better. True. Yeah.
So it's a real code for the 4.
Yeah. Nice.
And that's what happened. Yeah.
So that's the black aim there.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess white has also read that one out in that case. White is going to fight the ko, because also if white wins the ko, then because white gets to connect at R10 with the S8 follow-up.
Yeah.
So also white's territory is optimal. So what kind of a deal is it then?
Yeah, so this is a trade.
Why didn't you answer? Because
he can't answer. He answer, he lose a game. He lose a call. That's why black attack from the inside on the top.
So, for example, B40 is not big enough, or
that one probably is not big enough because it's just those 5.
I mean, you could play P13 there, right? Oh no, you cannot because black Taton is in there. Okay, yeah, no, okay.
But actually, to me, black will gonna if you throw in black, will gonna answer because he has top side a lot more.
Ah, true.
Yeah, that is why he attacked from the inside. From Q18 there.
Right. Okay.
So the argument actually is that white doesn't almost have any threats at all. I see.
Yeah. So white really cannot answer that one.
But white was also the one who started the ko, or he just did miss this one, or
no, white actively went for it, I'm sure, because he's also reading that after this one, this is a big follow-up move.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is just big enough. Okay.
Yeah, they are really reading the end game.
Yes, considering the original position here, so I guess we can call the white territory like this, kind of. Well, let's take those out. So there's 9 points over there. And so now white has 15? 15 points, right? With a capture at S16, of course. And on the upper side, so basically it used to be 9, it's 15 plus 6. Plus 6 is not such a big deal though, because the loss here is bigger. But white did get a move elsewhere. White played a...
White got H8, yeah.
But black's going to go back to fix it right now.
Yeah. But before the call started, they also put the S6, sorry, the B6 in, I think, before the call. The B6 and the falling value.
Ah, right. So, right. So white also did get a free move there, right? Since black.
Yeah. So you need to put them all together.
But black S9 is also a valuable move, like this exchange. So this made this payment.
Yeah.
It's not such a big payment in that case, I think. Like, because white already has it at this point, right? So even just arguably, if I just connect here, and I even let you get this one, so now I have at least this 7, 8 points more, maybe 9 points more. Well, let's call it 8. Right side is still 8 or 9 points. And oh crap, it's black's turn next.
Yeah, there's also that factor. And I think black get a few more points on the right. Because in the game, black has nothing there.
Yeah, right now it's like it's 4 points or 0 points, so we call it black 2 points over there.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time also, it feels to me like White is just trying to... White is again just fighting against black's next big move.
Yeah, I don't think there's he has counted everything. That's impossible.
Mm. But it feels to me like black did gain something here. Well, let's see. Okay.
And we still have one more story.
Mm-hmm.
It is when black hunted there and white did that Atari.
White made the Atari. Okay, so black ignored it, took that one. That's a big one.
And black want to force black to go back there. And this is to me the most exciting story here.
So
you know what?
Okay, yeah, code threads. Sure, code threads.
I think he's making code thread, if I understand correctly.
Right.
He's making one real code thread to win the code.
Yeah.
And then he's also trying to make black to play R3. And the black doesn't. Okay, so black has to do it because black went for it. So then.
Yeah, but prepare.
Crazy.
Yeah. And he paid that.
But like, for example, this is mysterious.
Yeah.
Because white also has a local culprit here, right? It's not big enough at this point, huh?
Yeah. So you lose more on the right.
Right. So he has to ignore him.
Yeah, he ignored all the way.
So white is losing the game and he's going like ape shit with the variations, or?
Because this is also Koso. If white answers here, then black's going to go back.
Black take it back. So as for end game, you have to take all the way. Yeah.
It's painful. Then black gets all the way here. What?
Yeah. Now there's no more story. Now I can tell there's no more story.
Story time over.
So why make code thread in order to get a C7?
So finally, white plays these moves. So on the right side. Okay, so A and B both become white territory. They didn't used to be. 13 points, and we get 1 extra from the R3 stone, so 14 points.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, we give up the. We give up these points, and also we increase black's territory by. Wait, how should I mark this? We also increase black.
I don't know how to mark this. It's kind of impossible to mark it.
Yeah.
This and M19 is actually a point for both ways. 16 points. And right side was 14 points, so that's minus 2 points for white. But for that minus 2 points, white got this one.
Yeah. He got the card plus C7.
So finally, it's like nothing happened again. It's just careful. Nothing happens the game. Like big exchanges all over, but nothing changes. And that's it, huh?
Okay, so who won?
So finally, white wins by 2.5 points, right?
Oh, white even won. Wow.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes. After all of these exchanges costing all the upper side, white still wins because nothing happened.
Yeah, white wins. Yeah.
I thought black did it brilliantly. Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so the viewers think that white gained a little bit in the close. I'm not sure still.
Yeah, but my impression is black did, but yeah, in the end, actually white wins, and probably white even gained. I mean, because white is supposed not to win by 2.5 before everything. But let's say when I was watching, I thought, yeah, black is the one who actually gained from all those.
That's how it feels like somehow. Yes. Oh wow.
Yeah, to me, the last part is the most interesting part.
I like the opening, I guess. The opening ideas were also interesting. Like this kind of came here.
This kind of stuff,
yeah, these things that at first look like, oh, what the hell are these? But when you explain them, then yeah, quite.
Yeah, I
It a little bit more sense at least.
Yeah.
Oscar missed this part, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe winning isn't everything.
This game is fun. Yeah, this is a Honimbo final qualification. It's an important game. At the same time, it's fun.
Nice.
Yeah. And yeah, also you look at the let's say the corner choices. The corner choices only, I think bottom right corner is the only corner you can see it from anywhere. Other corners you rarely see it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That was a nice one. Went a
Interesting
little bit over time
yeah.
also. But it was worth it.
Yeah.
So it's this time already, huh?
Yeah.
For the next Go Jam, do we have it? I was thinking it was funded already, right? I seem to remember.
Yeah, it is funded already. Like this time we didn't get any, but this is for the one after the next one.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm not sure like when I'm going to be here and when I'm because like I mean I'm taking the whole July as a vacation holiday time.
I see.
So I'm not sure when I'm going to be like here and when I'm going to be at my parents' place and stuff like that. So in 1 month it would be like in the middle of July, right?
Like,
so we have to leave it as open?
Ideally, we would like to get it at July 17, but if you cannot manage it, then we can work around it. Like, for example, July 31 could also be possible.
Yeah, July 31 sounds a lot better because I have to then come back to work anyway, so that's most likely that I am home already.
Okay, so should we go for July 31 already in that case?
Yeah, let's go for that one. So like I don't have to like care for the Go Jam there. Like that's kind of like in the middle of my vacation. So like that would like affect a lot.
Sure.
So July 31st is the next one.
Usual bat time.
Yeah, so chat can already also mark it to your calendars.
I'll put the Nordic Go Dojo website as well.
Right. And wow! Thank you, Oscar, for 15 euros. Thank you.
Oscar.
Collecting money for. Thank you. Collecting money for the next one after that. Yes, and if you want to support, you can find the links down below, and also about the subscriptions. If we get more of them, we might get like a new spot open for emotes. So if you are interested, for example, to get anti-emote, because we are lacking like there's like every other like for example European Pro has their own emote, but anti doesn't.
Really?
So yeah.
What kind of a face I have in my emotes?
I mean, so that's also one discussion, like what would be the anti's face.
Yeah.
So in case you have in case you have some ideas for that. let us know. Yeah, I already played with the idea of like that meme that some of you were like posting to NGD. I tried to create an emote from that like top hat thing, but it's so tall that like it doesn't.
The shape is
doesn't,
hard, right?
Yeah, it's so tall that it doesn't focus at emote. That's I even tried to like just remove your like bottom half of the body, but yeah, that's that's way too much.
Yeah.
Maybe looking confused with numbers floating around his head. Yeah, but also throw ideas, but like remember that the smallest size is 28 times 28 pixels. So
that's pretty small, yeah.
That is not a lot of pixels. So yeah, remember that.
You almost cannot put anything next to the head, or it becomes too small immediately. It just has to be the head.
Yeah. Like it can be like that kind of thing, but then it's just generally head and numbers around. So then it's not anti-emote anymore because the expressions or anything like the face is not readable anymore, or visible.
Okay, something to think about.
But yeah, that's just throwing out that one. That if you get enough subscriptions, I guess we need a lot more still. But like in some point it might be happening. Well, the top hat is kind of like we can have only top hat, and then like
how about the
face.
monocle? A monocle might be nice.
Yeah, monocle might be that actually works. Yeah, that is an idea.
Although I guess my moustache has to get longer in that case.
Kind of similar, like energy than the top hat, the monocle one. So I posted also the the 2 week 2 week ago not GoJam, the Go with Chef stream to YouTube, and I'm making the NGD video at the moment, and
is it the time one or?
The time one. Yes, I like that one as a video also that you can use to practice, because like it's kind of like the stop here to see if you can like figure out in 4 minutes, and then like or 3 minutes or whatever. What were the times the chef gave in that lecture? So
3 minutes, I think.
Yeah, 3 minutes. So yeah, you can use that as a practice also if you haven't seen those situations, or if you forgot them already. But yeah, I'm working for NGD videos, and then also some new new videos for the this channel. So yeah, you can find our channel videos from that one, and then Nordic Go Dojo. I still don't have the link for that one, but the Twitch channel is at least Nordic Go Dojo. So to follow that one to get the NGD's lectures. When is the next?
It's this one.
All right, yeah. So you can find that lecture collection there. When is the next lecture on Nordic Go Dojo channel?
Next lecture is next week already.
Yeah.
Right.
And actually, the next 3 weekends all are supposed to have lectures at least, because we didn't do the June 1st one, so we just postponed it.
Great. Yeah, so next week.
3 in a row. Yeah.
Nice. So a lot of lectures to watch if you are, for example, having a vacation at the moment. So then attend to them. And NGD's website, you already put that one, but check out that one. And Discord is the place where I post if you are going live or not. And remember to put also the role if you want to get the notifications. I'm not tagging everyone anymore. Oscar streaming? No. We will go to raid also someone now. I guess I didn't miss anything. But that's pretty much it. So let's go to put you forward to someone else. Streaming Go. Right, cow. Okay. We want beef. All right.
Call is almost the only one available. I don't know the last one.
NGD game, even better.
NGD, yes. Okay, yeah, let's go there.
Yeah.
Cow. So Leiji, yes. Yeah, let's go there. And we will have normal Friday stream next week, right?
Right.
So we will see on Friday.
Mhm.
And yeah, thanks for joining. Eat a lot of pizza and see you next time.
Thanks, see you.
Yeah.
Bye.